What is going on, folks? How you guys doing? Welcome to Coast Packers. I'm Amar Desai. It's gonna be my first try here, trying to do the draft for the first time. Hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I've been ready to go for the last 4 months, so I know each and every one of you all are ready to go too. I know we're ready to get it popping up in here, and we're trying to just see how everything's going. And so far, the draft just started. Had the national anthem, and they slowly, when it comes to this kind of stuff, they take forever to get the damn draft going. So I want you guys just to leave any comments or anything you guys want to talk about while we're waiting for this thing to kind of kick off. Kind of know which way the Bears are going to go. We could talk about that when it comes down to it. There's been a lot of vitriol and hate when it comes to Caleb Williams. Had a subpar season when he was at USC. And the truth is, the boy can play. I mean, he's a real good football player. He's eccentric. He's a little bit different, but you know what? I mean, if we're being honest, all these guys, you got to be a little bit different to play in the NFL or, if that matter, play at a high level in college. And I got to admit, I'm a Packers fan, born in Green Bay, gonna die a Packers fan. And I mean, I hate all the teams in our division with a passion. Like, it is what it is. And seeing the Bears somehow finagle Carolina Panthers out of their first round pick last year to kind of get to this position this year. Ryan Poles, I think he's not the greatest GM, but I got to admit, no way he saw that coming. But here he is now having the first overall pick in this year's draft, and we'll kind of see what he does. But, you got Caleb Williams. You kind of hope, we hope as Packer fans that he does not get right. Like, we hope that they just ruin another quarterback, which they've been doing for the last, I think, since the existence of the Chicago Bears. I mean, they really have never had anyone worth a damn. Maybe, you talk about Jim McMahon, maybe a little bit. And then on top of that, too, Jay Cutler was probably the last time they actually had a quarterback that threw for more than 3,000 yards. And here we are with the Bears, and they're coming up and making this pick. And I think it's going to be interesting to see just how it all plays out with the Chicago Bears. Like, they brought in Shane Waldron. I think we all kind of saw what Seattle was about last year in offense, which wasn't very much. And they had a lot of firepower. And unfortunately, they still weren't able to kind of get it done. And Shane Waldron now comes over here. And it's funny, Jackson Smith-Njigba, he had an opportunity to give a vote of confidence when it came to Shane. And if you saw that interview on Radio Row, let's just say that there wasn't a lot of confidence that was being spewed at that moment. And I'm happy to hear that. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I would love to see Caleb Williams go to Washington with Cliff Kingsbury. Why? Because that's what we had last year. And I think Cliff is also a bum of an OC, but that's another story for another day. But the truth is Chicago Bears is going to find a way to screw this thing up. And I am really, really looking forward to that. So I'm just trying to see now, after this pick, they're saying it's supposed to be kind of chalk for these first three picks, right? You're looking at Caleb Williams. You're looking at Jaden Daniels, unless something crazy happens. You're looking at Drake Maye, unless something crazy happens. Supposedly, there's rumors out there that Kawisi, GM for the Minnesota Vikings, is trying to trade up to 3, and things aren't working out for him too well. And they are maybe or maybe not in panic mode, and they may not be able to trade up to get the quarterback they want because J.J. McCarthy might be gone by then too when they pick at 11. So when that happens, you might have to pivot and go for someone like Murphy out of Clemson. And if that happens, I mean, I don't know how Kawisi keeps the job because it's his job as a GM to find the quarterback of the future. I think every NFL GM needs to find his guy through free agency, through the draft. And it was something that Sleeper had posted, is that a lot of GMs are going to either make or break their careers or at least their livelihood for the team they're with right now with the decisions they make this year. I mean, every year you see GMs come in and make some amazing decisions, or you see some that make some really terrible decisions. And then, of course, they pay the price of it by losing their job. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But let's see what's going on here, you guys. Leave some comments, see what you guys are thinking. What you guys are feeling? What do you think the Packers are going to do? I think, everyone that's been following me knows I'm a big Cooper DeJean fan, man. I love that man to death, and I really hope that we find a way to get him. If not, whoever Goody gets, first time I'm actually doing a live stream, so you will see a raw reaction as to how I feel about it. I'm happy there wasn't recordings of when Jordan was drafted and when Rashawn was drafted. Obviously, I've eaten crow since then, but it's pretty funny where I wasn't happy when those guys got picked. And it's sad that I was actually happy when we picked Darnell Savage. And it seems like I have no business being a GM. I do some pretty good mock drafts, but clearly Goody has a better knowledge of what he's doing than I do. But from what I can tell, for the most part, Gutekunst knocked out of the park last year. He supplemented the roster this year with the kind of guys he's picked up when it comes to Andre Dillard, when it comes to, of course, having our running back and our safety positions kind of solidified. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he supplements it with the draft and free agency. Because let's not forget, it wasn't a couple years ago, 3 years ago, when we picked up Devondre Campbell, right before training camp in June. And then he had his all-pro year after that. So, one thing that we'll notice when it comes to the roster development and the churning of the roster, or as they say, the churning of the bottom of the roster, it's a 365 year-round kind of thing. So, the personnel department, when it comes to folks not just doing the draft, but the ones that are looking at the folks that are actually available, like I think it was Will Richmond, who works in personnel for Green Bay. Those are kind of dudes that I'm really looking forward to seeing, who they can bring in to help supplement the team for things they may or may not be able to get during the draft. Let me see something here. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, nope, my bad. So bear with me 1 second here. We got Eminem over here. Oh man, Eminem over here talking up. He hyped for his Detroit Lions. I don't blame him, man. I was kind of hoping he had to eat crow for flicking off the Niner fans in the NFC Championship game, because I was really hoping. I know they didn't bring out this bum ass Jared Goff. They bring out all these dudes. Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Just because it's in your house, you ain't gotta be showing all these players, man. Ain't nobody care about y'all, dog. All right, I can't wait till we play Detroit. I'm sorry, I cannot wait till we play Detroit again. These damn pretenders, man. They tasted glory one time. Just a little bit of success, and they got this shit going to the head. I ain't feeling it. All right, folks, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to figure out the comments aren't displaying, so bear with me one moment, please. All right, I'm back, guys. Amar St. Brown, man, he all right, man. I love Amar St. Brown. He can play. He's a baller. We should have definitely picked his ass up and said Amari Rodgers. I tell you that, but he ain't got no business hyping up damn fake ass knockoff Ryan Gosling over here, man. Jared Goff hyping him up. Come on now, let's just not. They ain't gonna pay that man. We all know that they paid everybody else. They ain't paid him yet, so. Don't be surprised Detroit somehow sneaks up and gets a quarterback. I don't think they had all that faith in Herndon Hooker. They might, they may not, but now they brought out the GOAT. They brought out Barry Sanders. I can't even hate on Barry. Barry's the man. He come on that podium so quick, gets right off, dude. Look at that. We see some Pack fans up in there. That's what I'm talking about. Represent, dog. Represent. Hope my boy Dan Connick's down there representing for us. I know they didn't bring out Calvin Johnson Jr. That's something else right there. Well, you going? Oh yeah, they booing that Bama. Good boo. Boo that sorry Joker. Here we go. Yes, sir. True North fan. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Look. It's funny you say that, because it felt like this year the amount of moves that were made during the free agency period, it just seems like it felt like there was a lot more moves than we've ever seen before, to include trades, people being signed, people being cut, the whole 9 yards. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this draft plays out. I think all of us are just anticipating really just a myriad of different moves that are going to occur, because we've been waiting for this ever since the damn Super Bowl got over. Patrick Mahomes got himself another damn ring. We all ready for this shit to start. And I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait, man. I'm just waiting to see. All right, here we go. Chicago Bears are on the clock finally. See, this, if any one of y'all play fantasy football, you guys are going to feel my pain here. Because you got like folks that wait to the last fucking minute to make a pick. Like, they know what they want to do. But they're going to choose to wait to the ticker at the last second to make their pick just to be a dick. Chicago Bears should have already put their thing in. Like, there's no reason for this clock to go past 9 minutes. Like, they should make their pick and we should keep it moving. Like, I don't think we need to be sitting here and having any kind of deliberation as to who they're going to pick. Like, look, he ain't even doing nothing. This bitch ass just sitting there. Look at him. He's just sitting and looking at the clock. Like, what you waiting for, dog? What you waiting for? There's some sorry ass jokes, bro. This is why the Bears are the Bears. Over here asking for divine intervention for their stadium to be in better hands. That's terrible. Okay, one thing I'm going to say about Caleb Williams. If you watch the way he played last year, I understand team was completely, ripped up to shreds when it comes to a lot of talent leaving for the draft. Offensive line was trash, lost Jordan Addison, the whole 9 yards. There are some plays you're watching him make here. Like, some of these throws are pretty nice, but some dudes are just wide ass open. I'm sorry, you're not gonna, as JT O'Sullivan would say, some of these throws, man, these dudes are wide open, and I'm sorry, like, you're not gonna see that kind of separation in the NFL. Like, you're gonna need lots of blown coverages for those kind of plays to occur. So, you looking at some of the stuff right now. I'm watching. I don't know. So, let you guys know I'm watching on NFL Network is where I'm getting all my stuff. I still miss my Mike Mayock days, and look, he over here still waiting for him to call. What the hell, dude? If for some reason the Chicago Bears do not take Caleb Williams, that would be the funniest damn thing in the whole world. I think all of us would lose our damn minds if that happened. That would be just too much. But here we go. In true Bears fashion, they're dragging their ass and taking this sweet ass time just to make a damn pick. I tell you, but this is corny, dude. Every one of us want to get it going. We want to get to the people that we don't know what they're going to do. We have an idea, but we don't got no clue. So I ain't going to even worry about the damn Bears because they're just being stupid right now. All right, Washington. All right, we all know that Jalen Daniels was the Heisman Trophy winner last year. He's an electric football player. If you look back when RG3 was drafted by the Washington Redskins, he was also a highly touted player, Heisman Trophy winner, as well as second overall pick to the Washington, at that time, Washington Redskins, now Commanders. And it's kind of funny how history might be repeating itself. And as much as Washington has now gotten rid of their, racist, trash ass, sexual deviant owner, allegedly, as well as gotten a whole new regime when it comes to coaching staff, when it comes to the GM, the whole 9 yards, ownership. I want to see Washington succeed, but also I kind of want to see Jaden Daniels end up somewhere else. For some reason, I just don't want him in Washington. I just don't, I don't know if they're going to be able to take care of him like a team like Las Vegas Raiders, who, when it comes down to it, my man Antonio Pierce coached him in college, knows the whole family, knows. I really kind of hope they find a way to come up and get him, or he pulls an Eli and says, "Hey guys, I don't want to play here." But without further ado, it seems I got a visitor. Someone's going to help break up some of my monotone voice. Bernie, baby, what's going on?
What's up, man? Oh man, it's dark up here where I'm at.
I got way too many light. I'm in the basement. I know I'm gonna be up all day night. I ain't trying to keep them kids up, man.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Oh
baby?
man, good. Just I got a big roast beef in the oven and just cooking a big old meal tonight.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. But now I got like an hour or so until I got to check it again, so that I could come in and jump on and we're here, man. We're counting down. Is this they have to go Caleb Williams here, right? The Bears.
I mean, they spent the first 4.5 minutes just staring at the screen, and then trying to act cool and shit, as if they auditioning for some shit. Like they think they're the cool dudes in high school or something, bro. And now here they are on the phone talking to Caleb Williams, and that Ryan Poles got done talking about how they're gonna take back the North and all that stupid shit from the Packers. And then you gave the phone to Eberflus, and I'm like, just make the damn pick, dog. Just call it in. Let's go. Let's go, man. This is taking too damn long. I know we ain't picking for a while unless we trade up, but I'm impatient.
Have not won playoff game since 2010.
What's that?
The Bears have not won a playoff game since 2010.
Ain't that some shit? And that's the time we won the Super Bowl and we beat their ass in the playoffs. I love it. Love it. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this foolishness right here. Sea of blue. Like a damn dirty ass ocean. I'm just talking shit. This is Detroit. I actually ain't got that. I ain't got that much hate for Detroit. I'll be honest with you. I don't. Minnesota and Chicago, yes. Even I have less hate for Chicago as much as I do for Minnesota. I know Chicago done something in their existence. Minnesota ain't done shit. I ain't got no respect for that. Ain't got no respect for that. But yeah, man. It's been good, man.
They're building a new stadium too, the Bears, and
yeah, you missed it. I talked about how they had a video of the guy that was like talking about that, and he was all like, I want to take a second, and I want to talk about, trying to get prayer from God. And I don't know if you're a football fan, but I hope you think about us as we're building this. I'm like, dog, ain't no one thinking about you, boy. Get your ass out of here. Like, stupid shit. Like, come on, boy. You really? I was like, if they were thinking about the Chicago Bears, then they ain't been doing a good job of it because they're just terrible. Look, pick is in, guys. Pick is in. If you didn't know, it's probably going to be Caleb Williams. And a part of me wants to see him succeed, to throw all the people that have been like, bigots and, just being assholes to him for whatever he does. And then also what part of me wants to see him not succeed, just because I've heard him talk sometimes, and you have to be kind of arrogant to be a quarterback, but I kind of do want to see him fall on his face. like when Justin Fields was like, the game is really slowing down for me. I'm like, yeah, that shit slowed down so much. Your ass got kicked off the team, dog. Talk about that shit. Your ass slowed down a little too much, huh? Shit.
How about this? How about like they give Williams like 3 years to develop, and it just doesn't work for him in Chicago, and they ship him off somewhere else, and then he becomes a starter elsewhere and has a good rest of his career.
Honestly, I kind of hope that happens for Justin Fields. I kind of hope he comes into Pittsburgh, he gets his shot, and he just runs away with it, and he kills it there. And he actually has a lucrative career in Pittsburgh. And Justin Fields, same thing, man. Like if somehow, not Justin Fields, Caleb Williams, same thing. If somehow they just say, we good, this ain't working out, we gonna let him go. Here we go. Oh, they booed the shit out of him. Yeah, go ahead, Detroit, represent. Boo this bitch ass. Boo this man. There it is. Thank you. Finally. So happy. You don't kiss your woman on the lips when you get drafted?
It's over.
It's over for us. It's over. Yeah, right. I got out of here with all that shit.
No, I don't think so, man. It's like the same thing every time the Bears pick a quarterback early or a big player early. They've got illusions of grandeur.
Them illusions of grandeur be fucking them up, man. That's the problem. Wow.
You're like a minute ahead of me.
Am I? Okay, my bad, guys.
No. You couldn't.
TV, man.
You would announce away. I'm on Fubo, and Fubo is like that for everything.
Fubo's delayed. Yeah, I've heard about that. Fubo.
It's not a big deal, man.
Dude. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, represent. Go put that jersey. That's jersey. It looks like an extra small, dog. That jersey looks so small. They got like an extra small jersey. They got that shit at Baby Gap or something. What the hell? I know he's small, but he ain't that small, is he? Come on now. All right. Well, I'm happy for the young man. Sucks that he go to the Bears. Go see.
Not a fan of his jacket though, man.
Yeah. That could be
I don't know what that symbol is, and then the zipper,
zipper's off to like the side, and I don't know.
He's it's fashion, man. I probably don't understand it, but I wouldn't wear it.
I mean, I ain't one to talk, bro. I just bought my first pair of jeans since 2004, 2005. First time I bought a new pair of jeans. I mean, to replace the ones that ripped and shit. Even the ripped ones, they don't look that bad. I can actually rock. I guess that's a style now. So my old ass shouldn't be wearing shit like that. So first, I know what you mean, man. I get my wife always be telling me all the time that I do matchy too much and shit like that. So I got my J's, I match my jeans, I match my shirt. So yeah, no, it's always too much. All right, what we got going on? Okay, we talk about the weapons. Yeah, I admit. I mean, they did. They they don't even want to show my boy Garrett Everett, but okay, that's fine. DJ Moore is probably the only one that I'm actually worried about. I love Keenan Allen, but I mean, to be completely honest with you, his hamstring is like almost worse than Christian Watson's at this point. I don't even know if he can play a full season. We'll see. Oh man, crying.
I'm
love it.
I'm curious to see how Caleb Williams does year one.
Me too. Me too. I agree.
I'm excited to see it preseason snaps, man. I'm excited to I'm really curious, you know. Like
I completely agree. I think it's funny where like go ahead.
I was just saying I wasn't sold on really any quarterback prospect. There's so many of them that are going so high, and I'm like, phew, good luck with that crapshoot, man. I'm glad we got our guy.
That's kind of like where I am at right now, where part of me's kind of like, hey, I'm just happy we got who we got, and we don't got to, you know. I know in the beginning of the year last year, we definitely were thinking about shit. Are we gonna have to sit here and get a quarterback? And then guess what? You know, Jordan Love basically went on an MVP run. So honestly, I'm happy that we ain't got to pick a quarterback in this draft. I am a big fan of Michael Penix Jr. I think everybody knows that. I think Drake May could be something if he can sit for a year or two. I'm not a fan of JJ McCarthy. I'm not a fan. I am a fan of Caleb Williams' physical, gifted, athletic talent. I do feel like he's going to need the right situation. When he played at USC and he had the right situation, he did well. When he played at Oklahoma, he also had a right situation in a weaker conference there, so it wasn't as bad. So I don't know. Like I said, you know, our boy came from freaking Utah State, so I can't really even talk shit about conference. But end of the day, it'll be interesting to see just kind of like what he does. All right, what we got going on here? Who you talking to, Peter? You talking to Jaden Daniels? Who you talking to, dog? Come on now.
Jaden Daniels, man. There's another guy that I'm not sold on.
You can't disparage my LSU brethren, my friend. You can't do it. You can't do it.
He was a Sun Devil first.
He was.
And he played the Badgers in a bowl game with the Sun Devils, and we shut him down. And then this year, I get it. Like when you're going to the draft, you sit out your bowl game. I wanted to play him again. You know, LSU did beat the Badgers in what I thought was a pretty exciting bowl game this year. But I wanted to see Jaden Daniels again because I was like, man, the last time we played you in a bowl game, like we shut him down. I don't think that would have been the case because at LSU, man, he had such great weapons around him. It's just like, I don't know, man. We're gonna see. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope they all prove me wrong. But I think a lot of the quarterbacks in this draft are not gonna make it, man.
Well, you know me. I'm a Jaden Daniels guy through and through. I'm an LSU guy through and through. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think that he went when he was at Indiana State. It was like, all right, yeah. And he didn't do that great. He got out of there. When he went to LSU, he did go to the SEC. And SEC, you know, he was playing up against teams like Alabama, Georgia, Florida, teams that have really good defense. Hell, Missouri actually had some guys on their defense there in this draft this year that are worth the damn, right? And he performed so well that from a statistic perspective, he was the best college football player to get the Heisman Trophy award, right? And I feel like when you have a person who's like, and I'm a hater because I am an SEC guy. When I see guys in other conferences like get the Heisman, I'm just like, okay, but who you play? You know what I'm saying? But Jaden went up against the best, and he got the job done. Now, I think there's something that Emory Hunt had said, and he said that, and it's what you just said. Well, he had good weapons around him, right? But people are like, yeah, but he's gonna be throwing to NFL. He's going to be throwing to NFL receivers because he's going to be in the NFL. It's not like maybe the talent may not be the same. Like it won't be Brian Thomas and it won't be Malik Neighbors, but he's still going to be throwing to guys that are NFL caliber receivers, right?
Absolutely. There's going to be NFL caliber defenders all around too.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
So I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it plays out for him. And I'm usually wrong on a lot of things. Watch all the quarterbacks this year. It ends up being like the greatest quarterback class in years because it's like the one that I'm like, yeah, I'm not seeing it as great as they are. I can't believe how many people are on the Cooper bandwagon now. Like I was on it, I admit it.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
So it's funny. It's funny. So okay, Jaden Daniels got picked by Washington. Mad respect. Hopefully he
Okay,
can have
man.
a better career than RG3 in his injury-ridden career, as well as semi being a little bit of a immaturity issue when he was there. It's funny you say that because and you're talking about Cooper DeJean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So there was a guy that posted something about like the great white hype, and folks like, what is he talking about, right? Somebody
oh
went
my
on to
gosh.
so somebody went on the Wildy and Tao show, a caller. And he said like what he said is what the guy was talking about. He goes, he's the next great white
Yeah.
hype. He's the best thing ever. Blah blah blah. He just was just going off on Cooper DeJean, right? So I was like, okay, so that's where that came from. Now, with that being said, Cooper DeJean is a physically gifted human being. It doesn't matter if he's white,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if he's black. I mean, you put his numbers up against any cornerback that's coming out of the draft right now, he's right up there. I mean, he
Yeah.
tested in the 90th percentile in everything. He didn't do his agilities, but he did everything else. And seeing this dude who's barely he's 6 foot something, like he's 6 foot and a couple, maybe like a little bit over 6 feet, and he's over there dunking
Yeah.
on dudes. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like for you to be dunking on folks and you just 6 feet tall, that's pretty athletically gifted right there. And
Oh yeah.
I think people are like, oh, he got dusted up by he got dusted up by all these receivers, and he got manhandled by all these teams. I'm like, okay, first off, I don't know how many people didn't get dusted up by Marvin Harrison Jr. There's been a couple guys like Ronaldo Green out of FSU that shut him down. But the truth is like most people, Marvin made everyone look bad. Okay. And
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean to me, he's just that kid that I feel like when he's going to come in, he's just going to do whatever it takes to be good. He's going to be doing whatever it takes to be great.
Yeah.
And someone said it. He is the safest pick in the draft this year. And if you looked at some of the rumors that were going out, they were saying that like a lot of people are maybe thinking about moving up to get him, or he might fall within like the late teens or early 20s, so before us, because the fact that he's such a safe pick. And I'm not gonna lie, in January I was on Cooper DeJean. I don't think you could be
Me
a starting
too.
corner, safety, nickelback in Iowa's defense unless you are a good football player. Like
Yeah.
Friends, what's the head coach over there? Kurt Ferentz?
Yeah.
Ferentz? Dude,
Yeah. Friends. Yeah.
Friends, he's literally coached top 10 defenses in college football his whole career. Like
Yeah. It's
he doesn't have
insane.
shitty defenses. And they have had players that come out of there. I mean, we've had Micah Hyde who came out of there who was a fucking amazing cornerback size safety who
Is he
then went.
still is he still a free agent? Sorry.
He's still a free agent. He's still a free agent. So I think a
Just
lot of these guys that are still available, like Justin Simmons, like him, I feel like are going to get picked
yeah.
up after the draft. I think folks know they have this veteran talent that, like Micah Hyde's only issue is injury and age, right?
Yeah.
So if you need a veteran back there who knows what he's going to do, he's smart, he's extremely intelligent, and he's going to be in the right place, right time, but his body might not give up on him. I think that where you might have a little bit of a struggle, right? Where like, okay, I'm not going to pay this guy top dollar, but if I can get him to come in and coach up a rookie I just drafted, okay, I'll do that, right? Justin
Yeah.
Simmons is another guy who's a beast, but if you look at his grading based on, I mean, PFF is not be all end all, but if you look at his grading, every year he's gotten worse, which you don't know how much of that is like how much of that is scheme, how much of that is, you know what I'm saying, like injuries, so many things play into it. So there's a lot of guys that we all thought were going to get picked up like right away when free agency opened, they still haven't got picked up. So I definitely do think that they're going to get picked up here after the draft is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm with you, bro. I'm
not opposed to bringing Micah in, man.
No, hell no, dude. Hell no. I'm actually, I would love that actually. I think that having Micah in there and it's this whole like, wow, look, see, thank you. See, Elliot Wolf, thank you, my man. He's like, I'm not wasting no fucking time. I'm going to make my pick. Boom. Let's go, baby. Oh, I forgot Alonzo Highsmith's there too. My boy. Alonzo Highsmith is like one of the OGs in coaching and when in front office personnel. Former running back or former linebacker. He was a part of the Packers organization forever, and then he went with Reggie McKenzie to Oakland when there was Oakland, and then he was in Miami for a little bit, and then now he is in New England with Elliott Wolf. I can't, man. They're gonna take Drake May, aren't they? They're gonna take Drake May. They gotta take Drake May. Here we go. Dude, oh man, I know Goodell are hurting, dog. He's walking slower and slower to that podium. He just got all right. Okay, I know we don't like Goodell, but let's stop booing the man. He over there literally post-op back surgery 3 weeks ago. He gutting it out. Woo! There it is. Minnesota's unhappy. Dude, Minnesota was trying so hard to get that third pick. Kevin O'Connell was literally like, he went to church and was talking about it, okay? And he was doing everything in his power to get Drake May, and it wasn't going to happen. Now, the cool thing about Drake going to New England is the fact they got Jacoby Brissett, right? Jacoby is a talented player in a sense where he's a good bridge gap player. Like, he's kind of like your older version of like Gardner Minshew, right? Like he can be that bridge gap for you.
He was a Patriot.
Yes,
too.
Remember when Brady got suspended for 3 games for his deflate gate? He started games. Him, Jimmy Garoppolo, both the 3, and Brian Hoyer, all 3 of them started games while Brady was out. And Brissett can play, man. Like I like Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's a good football player. He's like, I mean, he's not a franchise quarterback, but he's a dude you should have on your team as a backup, as a guy that you feel like can come in and win you some games, be a stopgap, be a bridge quarterback. It feels like we're just watching. Oh, look! I know they didn't put my boy Jordan Love as a comp with this dude. What? Is you crazy? He ain't got an arm like Jordan. Hey, don't be talking about that. He ain't got an arm like Jordan Love now. Then don't be disrespecting my boy now. Don't be doing that. Okay, he got a little touch. But I'm just saying he ain't no Jordan Love, right? Let's not do that. Let's not do this foolishness. All right, so far things are going chart. Let's see if Arizona trades out or takes Marvin Harrison Jr. here.
I think they go Harrison.
What's that?
I think they go Harrison Jr., man, but it makes sense for them to move back because they have the 27th pick as well, right? Like,
yep. Yes, that's the thing. They got 2 picks in the first round, and they got multiple second and third round picks if they wanted to move up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatchamacallit? I feel like it's Mac Jones all over again, bro. It feels like it's Mac Jones all over again. But the difference is Mac Jones had an arrogance of himself that he couldn't back up on the field. Drake May, if you listen to him talk, if you hear his interviews, if you heard the way he came up, dude, he seems like he seems like he's very confident in himself, but he's very humble. And in that sense, he's a lot like Jordan. And I don't know. I just feel like guys like that. I mean, you can go far with the arrogant guys like Aaron Rodgers, and you can go far with guys that kind of like, hey, take a step back and just like, you know what, like we're all in this thing together kind of thing. Like, so I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. Woo! All right, 3 quarterbacks top. Let's go.
Damn, man. That's wild. There's like so many offensive players that are going in this top 10. Like somebody late in the second or somebody late in the first round who's trying to rebuild the defense is going to get themselves a gem.
Oh, 100%. That's the one thing that for us as Packer fans is good because every quarterback that gets drafted means another talented player is going to get pushed down the draft, right? And this could be watch something crazy happen. Watch some crazy happen, and like Brian Thomas Jr. or something ridiculous, and Packers like shit. Let's take a receiver. First time in 22 years, we're gonna take a receiver.
Oh
Look,
my gosh.
all I gotta say, if that
No,
happens,
man.
I'm gonna lose my mind, dog. I'm gonna lose my damn fucking mind.
Yeah,
Boom.
I'm not into that.
The Chicago Bears need to take notes, bro. See these teams, everybody else, they picking. They ain't wasting fucking time, dude. Dude, Ryan Poles and that whole damn front office literally sat there for 5 minutes trying to look cool on camera, dog. That was the corniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That was pathetic. Y'all already knew who you're picking. Y'all should just did the damn pick. Just dragging out, just trying to look cool and shit. Get your ass out of here. You weren't even on the phones. You were just looking at the damn TV. That's stupid as shit. Wasting people's time. I'm so mad about it. I'm sorry. I'm just triggered. I don't like people. I'm telling you, bro. You see me in fantasy football, dog. I commish like 4 leagues, and when folks be dragging ass, I'm just like, dude, you have literally the first overall pick. Like, and you've told us who you're gonna pick. So just pick the guy. Stop dragging your feet. Like, why wait the whole 2 minutes? Like, come on. Now, this is pretty cool though. That these players are they're actually taking pictures with the fans. Look, it's funny though. Look. You ain't seen it yet, but you're going to see it. A Miami Dolphins dude, a Mysterio mask, tried to dap up Drake May. He wouldn't dap him up. I was like, all right, he's already in it. He's already in the rivalry. I respect it.
You love it.
Game,
Seamlessly.
Dude, there was a Jets fan all the way in the back just staring mad as hell like, yeah, I hate you, Patriots. Like, you could just see it on his face. Like, dog, you chill out, man. It ain't that serious. Here we go.
Yeah, man. When
there it is.
Who is it?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh,
everyone that's watching, I'm not spoiling picks. So I'm literally doing it as soon as Goodell says it on NFL Network. So hopefully you guys aren't too delayed to where like I'm giving it away. Yeah. But I'm definitely trying not to like go on Twitter and see who's picking right away.
Dude, I noticed that a few years ago. I was like seeing tweets. Yeah, I was like, "What?" I was like, "It says like 5 minutes yet." You know, like
Bernie. That might have been me, bro. Because I was notorious for that. I was definitely skipping picks out there like a mug, dude. And now I stopped doing it because I'm like, some people want to enjoy the experience. I don't want to ruin it for them.
Yeah. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Arizona Cardinals. So I lived in Arizona for a decade, and I saw the Packers a couple of times when they came down to play the Cardinals during that time. But it was funny, man. It was funny when I first got there, no one was a Cardinals fan, and then it was like 2008?
Yeah.
In 2009, they made that run to the Super Bowl as a wild card team, and it was cool to see the city get hyped, you know, and the state, you know, really support the team, and they've had a bit better of a following since then. But you know, I made a lot of friends that were Cardinals fans, and I kind of, you know, when they're not playing the Packers, I'll cheer for them because I got some in-laws that are Cardinals fans too.
It's funny because like a couple of the folks that we follow on Twitter that are like really great follows. Ferd Turgeson is his name. he's in Scott. He's like in Scottsdale, right? Tyler Herrick's in Arizona. Okay. And then Twilly Allen also, he's up in there. And then Jason Perone's in Arizona too. And all of them are in Arizona. And so they're always talking about how like just, you know, the Diamondbacks, the Suns, and then, you know, when it came to the Cardinals, there are some that are diehard fans. But then you are so right. Until Kurt Warner came in there and they had those 2-3 years of like really good runs, right? There was, I mean, you talk about Jake Plummer days, man. Like they didn't have much going on, dude. Plummer bounced around between, I think, them and Denver. But yeah, you're right though, man. Like Arizona, like I like what they're doing there. Like I was actually making fun of Jonathan Gannon when he got hired. Because, like, they showed videos of him talking to the players, and he would go up to, like, certain players and be like, you know what I see when I see you? He's like, explosive. Bro, that's verbatim what he did. And I'm like, this is not going to end well. This team's going to suck ass. Like, he's going to be a terrible head coach. And so he got like a free pass because Kyler was hurt. But Kyler comes back and they made a run. Like they actually started winning games. The defense started stepping up, and honestly, like the players like do love him as a coach. And dude, their GM Monty, I am gonna kill his last name, Osafati, is like no joke. He is one cool, smart customer, man. They showed this like 4-minute clip of him working the draft, working out trades last year with Houston when Houston wanted to move up and get both Will Anderson and CJ Stroud. Bro, like the way he just knew not only like his picks and their picks, but he knew the value. Like, like the Jimmy Johnson draft pick value thing we always talk about. There's that guy Pete that's on Twitter that always busts me up and says, "Hey, that's not gonna work out in the draft. Like you need to go look at the rankings and shit. Or you need to go look at the draft value." And I'm like, "Nah, I get it, dog. It's just for fun. We're just fucking around. It's all good." We don't need to take this seriously. But the way Monty was like, "Okay, I'll give you this, this, and this. You give me this, or okay," and you go back and look at the number value of those picks to the picks he was giving and getting, and it was like fucking spot on, dude. Like it was equal value. And it was impressive, man. I was really surprised. Like, holy crap. Like, that was pretty damn cool. Like, he just, like, that's his job. Like, he needs to know that stuff. And he just did it. And even Jonathan Gannon, who's the head coach, was in the room. And he was like, took a step back and was like, wow, like, that was pretty wild. And I don't know, man. I really want to see Arizona do well. I like Kyler Murray. I think he could be a really good quarterback. Yeah. And if they build around him, dude, I mean, right now with just, having Michael Wilson, having Greg Dortch, these are guys that are like their receivers that are like not as well known, right? Trey McBride, who's an awesome tight end. Now you get Marvin Harrison Jr. And then, like you still have, when it comes to running backs, they are still like, they're pretty stacked on running. You still have James Conner. You have James Conner there. Offense line's young, but game built up. Dude, that Arizona might be able to start give Niners some trouble, I think, this year. They were giving them trouble last year, and they were depleted as hell. Oh, look, I got Brock Purdy doing commercial. Get your ass out of here. Cornball. Biggest cornball in the world. Fucking choke. Eat choke artists. So, I heard a rumor that they haven't said yet. That's a live pick. They're actually on the clock still. So, I think they're saying that they could go and get a lineman, right? So my prediction, when they traded away Keenan Allen, was that they would go Brock Bowers. So I felt like they lost Everett, they lost Keenan. They get a tight end like Brock Bowers. He is a top 10 tight end. Comes from a good school, has awesome tape. He was the number one tight end elite in the college last year. So like they get him, I could see him running away with it, right? They could go receiver, or I think everyone keeps saying lineman. Well, here we go. Here comes some damn comments. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know. I was waiting to see Soder, dog. Soder was talking about he had started like at 6 o'clock. I was like, baby, where you at? There he is. How long will it take? Shit. I think they already broke him. His ass was crying when they picked him. I'm just kidding. It was a happy tears, I think. Shit.
Chicago's a cool city, man. I know some people in Wisconsin think it's a shithole, but I personally like it, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, every city has a shithole, right? Every city has areas that aren't the greatest. Like, let's just be real, right? But the truth is like if you go to Chicago, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have really good food. You're gonna have great places to go see. The Magic Bean, or whatever the fuck it's called, is amazing, right? Like I've been to Chicago maybe 2 times, and I had a great time both times. And I was walking around in Packer shit too. I didn't give a damn. I was like, the hell with that. There's a picture of me flicking off Soldier Field. I do all that shit, you know.
Dude, I went to a football game. It was like, I think it might have been Favre's. It was one of his last seasons with the Packers. and we lost in Soldier Field like 35-7 or something like that. And he threw a pick six to Urlacher. It was such an ugly game, man. And
Was that the one where they had like 50-mile-per-hour winds, and
yeah,
Ryan Longwell was like in the end zone, and he like it was like 4th and 25 or something crazy, and then he had to kick out of the end. Like he had to do a punt. You had John Ryan. John Ryan was our punter. It was like the worst Packers game. That's the game that the Packers basically said Favre may not be Superman anymore, and the elements might be finally getting to him. But I didn't think that was fair, even though it's true. I didn't think it was fair because I'm like, dog. It was like negative wind chill, like 30, and it was like 50-degree winds. Like, I'm sorry, no one's playing good.
It was insane, dude. Dude, it was hilarious. Like we had like kind of some nosebleed tickets because they were expensive, but I wanted to go to a game at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
But luckily, where we sat really high up, there was like this kind of like shell covering over where we were at, and the winds were coming from our back. So they were hitting that shell, and they were going up and over us. The other side of the stadium, dude, there was like fucking 10 people sitting there.
Get out of here, dude. All right, Joe Alt. Oh, I'm talking about. Okay. I mean, it was going to be either J.C. Latham, Georgia, or it was going to be Joe Alt. I figured it'd be one of the two.
Yeah.
I thought they would but personally, I thought they were going to go receiver. I thought they were going to try to get somebody to fill the shoes of Keenan Allen, but maybe because dude, they lost Keenan Allen, they lost Mike Williams, they lost Garrett Everett. I mean, you're really banking on like Demario Davis and what's his name, freaking Quentin Johnson as your receivers there. Like, get out of here. Bro, they're gonna probably trade up and try to get what's his name, Roman Wilson out of Michigan. Watch, because he's a Michigan dude, so they're gonna do that. Look at this dude. He don't even know how to react. He don't even know what to do. He looks like Ricky Bobby right now. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. How do I celebrate this? That's awesome. What we got going on here? Okay. Your Jim Harbaugh's sorry ass. Yeah, they're gonna build that line, which is smart. But see, I kind of don't get it. Like, they have Rashawn Slater, and I felt like the other guy they have, he's like I think he's an undrafted free agent, but he's actually really good, like Slater or something like not Slater. What the hell was his name? He was another tackle that they had was pretty decent too. So I'm kind of surprised they went that route. Huh. Soder, why do you say that? Did he look like it? Did he look shady? Did he look like Tommy DeVito's agent? Oh shit. Here we go. All right, they already I'm gonna see what they do here. You think they're gonna go JJ McCarthy? Oh shit. So they try to get Drake May. All right. Oh shit, let's see it. Dude, if Minnesota gets JJ McCarthy, I'm gonna be the happiest guy in the world, dude. I'm gonna be so freaking happy. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I don't think they'll go JJ though. I mean, they should. They could, but they probably go receiver, which they'll go receiver or lineman. I'm thinking receiver or lineman. Neighbors or JC Latham. Here we go. All right, let's see it. Oh, I forgot they have. You know what's funny too? Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for them to get tackle because they've invested in tackle these last 4 years. So I gotta give Goodell credit though. He must be surprised every time he come out. They got the energy to boo him every single time, like every damn time. Like it could be the 30th pick. They booing the exact same. The octane don't change. It's like Seattle Seahawks, dog. Oh shit. Oh, my Malik neighbors, my LSU brethren. No, he's at the Giants. You're going to have that bum ass Daniel Jones throwing you the ball, dog. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Well, you know what? You was the 6th overall pick. You got that going for you, baby. Be all right. He'll be all right. Oh, you on mute, baby. You on mute, dog. I was wondering why the hell you've been so quiet. Still can't hear you. What the hell? What going on? What's that shit say? Oh, Leak. Yeah, that's his nickname. What we got? Whew. All right, now dance it out now. Pick his ass up. They go pick him up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
All right. I don't know what happened there, man. Weird.
Yeah, because
I just had to turn my mic off and turn it back on.
You good, man? I was like, shit. I was like, he quiet as hell. I was like, maybe he got something going on. Maybe baby crying or something, and maybe baby getting sick of hearing my voice.
Oh no. No, they're down. The baby's downstairs. I gotta go check on my roast here in a minute. But no, I was gonna say the Giants have pick 15, round 2. They could take a quarterback then. I don't know what they'll find there, but
Yeah.
uh,
But you're right though. Like the thing is, like, there's no guarantee Michael Penix is going to go in the first round. Like I think he will, but
yeah,
age, injuries, left-handed, which I hate to say could be something that could shy a team away because if you've invested a lot in your left tackle, have no, you know what I'm saying, but your right tackle is okay, and then you get a left-handed quarterback, now you got to flip everything, right? Like,
yeah,
that's why I think more likely Miami will go lineman because they can't rely on Tyrion Armstead to be out there with like one damn leg. And you know they do. He's a left tackle anyway. They need someone to protect Tua's blind side if they keep him. What we got? What you got inside your jacket, my friend? Oh shit! Okay, I like that. Respect. I like that. That's pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah, he's a beast, dog. Respect.
All offensive. First 6 players, all offense. I like that.
Helps us.
Keep it coming.
It helps us, dude. Look, honestly, Tennessee's probably gonna go. Is probably gonna go offensive lineman or receiver. Atlanta's gonna go defense probably. Chicago is probably gonna go offense again, unless they decide to go and show up the defense, right? And then the Jets could stay or trade out. Now think about it like this: Chicago doesn't have that many picks. They have like first, second. I think they have like 5 draft picks.
Yeah.
So they could trade back, get more picks, right, and get more bites of the apple. But Ryan Poles is a dumbass. So I don't know what he's going to do. So I ain't even worried. He
Yeah.
make picks like as if you and me were making picks on a mock draft, bro. Like he's obviously gonna take Caleb Williams. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
When he got to make picks though, he over here picking up Velas Jones Jr. Okay, fuck you doing, dog? Velas came in the league at 35 years old. What you doing, man? You almost as old as me. Shit, crazy. Oh, damn,
All right,
you gotta go.
I gotta go check on my dinner, man.
Go,
Yeah.
go, go. Get
And,
your ass back
and
here
I'll see
later.
yeah, will do.
Good deal, bro. All right. You guys are stuck with me again. All right. Well, hopefully you guys don't mind seeing my big old face. All right. Tennessee Titans pick is in. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they go that route of offensive lineman, wide receiver. I mean, they got Brian Callahan, new head coach over there, Will Levis. They traded away Derrick Henry. Tajay Spears is a pretty good running back. They went ahead and dropped a freaking bag and a half on freaking Calvin Ridley. I am not going to say his name. It's the tight end, but he is a beast. Shikie Onagwu. I think that's something like that. He's a monster. And their offense is good. And the smartest thing to do is work on the line. Their offensive line has been shit for a while. Ever since Taylor Lewan retired, it just hasn't been the same. And even he had so many injuries at the end of his career that was kind of falling off. But when he was there, he was definitely a solid stalwart on the tackle line. And more than likely, they're going to go J.C. Latham. They can even go Amaris Mims. I can't wait to see who they pick. But let's see what we got going on here. See comments. What we got? So they're saying this is the most chalk ever draft. I completely agree, man. It's definitely going kind of like what most people predicted would go for the most part. I'm not, it's nothing crazy yet. But we'll be interested to see as we get further into the, middle of the draft where you're going to possibly see a lot of movement. Teams are going to see talent that's there that they feel like is going to push other talent down. That's going to allow them to get the guy they want later, which means that somebody that wants to trade up, like you heard about the Rams wanting to move into the top 10 to get a guy. You heard about Philadelphia who just re-signed A.J. Brown to 3 years, $96 million. I have no idea where Howie Roseman is getting all this money from, but the truth is he finds a way, and he has opened up the bank account this year. So with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if he trades away picks to move up and get players so he has them on rookie deals and he doesn't have to pay out the wazoo when it comes to having to supplement his team in other areas. Hassan Riddick is gone. They've lost a lot of guys, but Howie is the one man who I have a lot of respect for because he definitely treats the NFL football game like fantasy football. He just wheels and deals like you wouldn't believe, man. So I'm gonna be interested to see now because right now, like, damn, that Neighbors pick at 6, I wasn't expecting that, but okay, okay. I guess you just take the talent at that point. Best player available. I mean, Schoen is he's a disciple of the Bean regime when it comes to GM. So you know what? A lot of them guys came more from the Buffalo Bills, so they know better than what I do. See, there you go. See, they got Peter Skoronski. I forgot about that, but Peter was a tackle who kind of more than likely had the measurables to be a guard in the NFL. So now do you go and get a tackle to help shore up left or right side of that line? If you got Will Levis out there, who I loved Will Levis ever since he came out of high school. I used to follow that dude on Instagram. He was the way he could just zip the ball, man. He was he's an ultra talented kid. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how he can develop over there. And let's not forget, man, DeAndre Hopkins is still there too. Like they got good talent over there. And now they got good coaching. I like Vrabel, but maybe they need a new voice. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. So who's the best player available at 25? I mean, maybe Soder, maybe. Like the truth is, it could be a defensive player. It's honestly what the Packers has on their board, right? I don't know, man. Like we gotta wait to see how the first 24 picks go, and if Packers, if Gutekunst was doing some subterfuge and was like just talking shit, saying that he wanted more picks, and his actually ideal is to get less picks and move up around the draft to get more marquee talent, right? So we're gonna wait and see. Here we go. Boom. J.C. Latham. Tackle. Called it. Called it. Called it. You solidify the line. And the truth is, when it comes to developing any football team, you always work from the inside out, right? And it seems like a very old school way of thinking, but it's the truth. Like, you work on your offensive, defensive line, you work on the trenches, and everything else kind of gets better as you get farther away from that. And if you have a good offense line, you're protecting your franchise of a quarterback. You're not seeing like a 2001 Baltimore Ravens team that had Trent Dilfer out there game managing and not throwing an offensive touchdown or having an offensive touchdown until week 10, and having a defense basically carry you in games for literally majority of the season. You're not having teams like that anymore. The way the game is, the way the rules are set up, it is for an offensive, basically an offensive type of game, where having like a number one defense is great, but it's like, the NFL wants more scoring and wants more action. So you're going to see where, these offenses are going to have the opportunity to be the focal point when it comes to any team. And if you are building there, I knew somebody was going to pick his ass up. I know good old hurting like hell right now. He said, did they tell you not to pick me up, dog? I got back surgery 3 weeks ago. What you doing? It's all right, man. I'm fucked up now, but it's all right. Look at that shit. All right. But if you got Peter Stronsky on the left side, left guard, left tackle, you got J.C. Latham. If you got him on the right, man, hey, look, Will Levis looking all right now. The bookends are looking good. Oh, God, dude. Man, Goodell going to find the shit out of Latham. Watch. They're going to find all kinds of things wrong with him to find his ass for butt breaking his back. That's crazy as shit. Oh, man. All right, so Tennessee went ahead, kind of. Again, if you look at the way the draft is falling right now, it has kind of gone chalk. This is where we're going to see it. Does Atlanta go? Do they go and shore up their defense? Do they go Byron Murphy? Do they go Jared Verse? Do they go Lalata Latu? How do they go about it? Because, Raheem Morris is a really, really, really good young upcoming head coach. Yeah, he had one good year and then one not so good year in Tampa. But the fact is, he has literally worked all around the league, up under some really good coaches, up under Kyle Shanahan, up under Sean McVay. He's been an interim head coach. He's done well. He's had a guy like Jeff Ulbrich, the current defensive coordinator of the Jets, speak extremely highly of him. I just think he has a great opportunity here, and Atlanta has a really good coach. And I think they're going to they're going to be a force in that division. I think Atlanta already had a pretty good team. They just didn't have a quarterback. I don't think Kirk Cousins is that guy, but he is good. He's a hell of a lot better than Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke and God knows what else. So you know what? As long as he can come back from busting up his damn Achilles, they could be doing something. They got a lot of good talent on that offense. Drake London. You talk about Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson came back. I think Cordell Patterson came back, and then you got Bijan Robinson. I mean they're stacked, man. I mean, like I said, that team can make some noise in the NFC South, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Raheem Morris does over there. What we got here? Drew Rosenhaus, yeah, that dude. He has an affinity and ability to. He's been in the game a very, very long time, man. And you don't stay in the game as long as he has if you ain't good at what you do. So he might be a little bit of a dirtbag, but at the end of the day, though, he does the best he can for his players, I guess. And if he didn't, then he wouldn't be still getting players and sabotaging my boy Aaron Jones. I'm not bitter, maybe a little bit. It's all good. So is Latham really better than Mims? From an experience standpoint. So they're both relatively built the same, right? The only difference is that Latham has a lot more starting experience than Mims. And so because of that, that's why you saw Latham go so high. And you're seeing Mims kind of like first-round pick, but more of a later first-round pick because he's only started 8 games. And so because of the fact that lack of experience is kind of a thing where, do you want to invest in a first-round pick in a guy that maybe had a good 8 games, but he's, once it gets figured out, he may not be that good. Also, with the way he's built, too, it's like he's built like not like a typical offensive lineman, which a lot of these guys don't have the big guts and the, like the stuff like that, right? He's almost built like a basketball player, but, his tape is pretty good. But again, he doesn't have a lot of years of experience. I think that's what's going to bite Mims in the butt a little bit, but he comes from a good school. The 8 games he did start, 2 of them were, high pressure games, championship games and things like that. So it's not like he didn't have an opportunity to show himself perform in adversity. So he had a lot of stuff going for him. But the problem is like, this is experience what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the Packers and the things they look into, and there's a lot of people that have kind of like Ross Unglove and all of them have kind of broken down like the number of things that the Packers look into when they draft offensive linemen. And that's why the guys they get sometimes aren't like the most physically gifted, but they have a lot of things like team captain, numbers of starts, versatility on the line, things like that. Whoa! That's the first surprise of the draft. Holy shit. Michael Penix Jr. to Atlanta. Wow. Wow, I did not see that coming. Holy shit. Holy shit. I am so happy for Penix, man. I know right now Brennan Rupp is somewhere right now, hype as hell. That is a good pick for Atlanta, honestly. They pulled the Packers, man. You draft a quarterback when you don't need one. Technically, if Kirk Cousins is coming back, you got an opportunity to let Penix learn from Cousins. And guess what? Boom. And next thing you know, in a year, he could be your starting quarterback, and you run away with it. That is awesome, man. Holy crap. Look, JJ McCarthy was. See, I'm telling you, I JJ McCarthy hype, man. I don't think it was really like, I don't know, man. I don't think it was what people thought it was. I think that was just maybe some agents in, Jim Harbaugh, where they're trying to hype him up better than what he is. But holy crap, dude! All right, okay. Well, you know what? Drake London, all them fools, man. They got a quarterback of the future right here. As long as they can keep him healthy and keep him upright, you talk about one of the most pure pocket passers in this draft. He has like literally 6 years of college experience, as well as just his ability to perform as well as he did. And let's not forget, he didn't have a great showing in the BCS championship game, but he was playing with broken ribs and a bad ankle. It wasn't like he was out there fully healthy, and he was gutting it out and trying to do the best he can for his team. You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's going to be, man, I did not see that shit coming. Okay, here we go. Look at that sidearm shit. That's some Jordan Love shit right there. Okay, dog. Okay, all right. Now the question is, who does Chicago do here? Do they make the pick? Do they trade back? Who do they do? Because Rome Odunze is still there. And do you grab him to – does Caleb already throw his weight and say grab Rome right here? Or do they go and get – the smart move is getting a tackle. If we're being completely honest, they go tackle here. Now look at that pick. Now they want to pick early. First pick of the draft, maybe the NFL told their ass to take 5 fucking minutes just to be stupid. There's no way it made sense for them to take that damn long to make the pick. But look, hey, true, man. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. I am looking forward to seeing how this shit falls through. Good goobity goo. Wow. I did not see that coming. Holy shit. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Interesting. This is going to be interesting. You're going to see it right here. You're going to see it right here, guys. Here we go. Chicago Bears pick is in. I went ahead and looked to see who it is. And we'll wait till Mr. Goodell here. We're going to. Here we go. Okay, well, look, Jeremiah's number 1 player still there. Well, number 3 player, I should say, but Wow, dude. This is where we're going to see if Joe Douglas got any balls whatsoever. Because if he's smart, he takes whatever Minnesota is going to give him to move up a pick. Because if not, yeah, he keep pointing at the same person over there. Who the hell are you pointing at? I don't even know. Wow. All right, well, just let you guys know, with the amount of firepower Chicago Bears have, I have a good feeling that Green Bay is going to try to find a way to get another guy to play in our secondary because you have no guarantee Eric Stokes is going to come back and be what he was his rookie year. I have confidence that Jair will be the same All-Pro that he has always been. He had a couple of down years. I think he'll be right back on top. I think we'll see – excuse me. Man, my bad. I'll see some growth with Carrington Valentine, with Corey Valentine. I think Keyshawn with the right coaching can be pretty good in the slot. And then you still got Xavier McKinney out in the backfield. Question is, Cooper DeJean, do we go and trade up and get Tyrion Arnold, trade up and get Quinton Mitchell? I just think that we're going to need to try to – I mean, they always say the best secondary is a great pass rush, right? And so that's an opportunity too where we can even trade up and try to get Jared Verse or go ahead and try to get one of these other guys like, Byron Murphy. All the defensive linemen that are – or pass rushers, defensive linemen there right now – aren't normal guys that Green Bay would get. But talent-wise, they're good, but they don't meet their normal thresholds. But Brian has never been rigid with his thresholds. He sticks by him for the most part, but there's a little bit of bend and wiggle when it comes to the picks he makes. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. I wouldn't be surprised now. I wouldn't be surprised. Look, if this is true, Daniel Jeremiah just said it. He just said, look, he said, Joe Douglas, you give me Minnesota, you come get this pick. Boom. Wow. All right. There it is. Wow. Yo, Kawisi was freaking out, dog. I'd love to see what this Bama gave up to move up a pick. If he gave up his both first-round picks to go a pick, he didn't. That pick is still there. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's see it. They pick. Yeah, Minnesota's on the clock. Let's see what they do. Put that pressure on Green Bay and Detroit. Get your ass out of here. They should have went offensive line if they're trying to put pressure, dog. Get all these weapons. You can't throw the ball if you're on your back the whole damn time. Come on now. Crazy talk. I mean, just see. Okay, so all right. So we all think that it's gonna be JJ. All right, it's gonna be JJ. Okay, we got. Okay, first off, this guy is like my big brother. He's a diehard Raiders fan. He coming here trolling. That's what he do. He loves me to death, but he always like fucking with me all damn time. It's okay though. Bears can get whoever the hell they can get. They go get Calvin Johnson Jr. out of retirement. Go get Jerry Rice out. I don't give a damn. Get them in their prime. I don't give a shit. It don't matter. The Bears will always suck. Bears still suck. They'll always suck. I don't care what they do. Oh, I ain't that bad. That ain't that bad. You give a 4th and a 5th round and your 11th overall pick to get that? Nah, Joe Douglas is a fucking idiot, dude. That's all you got, a 4th and a 5th round pick? Man, I would have got a 3rd. Come on, dude. They needed that pick because you could have traded that to anybody else to get J.J. McCarthy if you really wanted to, unless your ass is bluffing. You had been bluffing. You probably didn't have no one else offering you that for shit for that pick because if that was the case, you'd got more than a 4th and a 5th round pick. That's just dumb as hell. Dog, hey, look, dude, this all I gotta say, Jeff Halfley, dog. Man press, open, close concept, dog. We're gonna shut that shit down. That's all I know. You go find out. Don't you worry. You're lucky we don't play the Raiders this year. So mop y'all up. Y'all got lucky as shit last year. Don't worry about that. Y'all didn't come get us when we were on the down low. Packers gonna be on up now, baby. Don't you worry. So Rome Odunze goes to the freaking Bears. I love Rome too. Rome is probably like the most complete wide receiver in this draft. I think he's up there with he's literally 1A, 1B, 1C when it comes to Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh man, like I hate the Bears making actually a decent decision. I still would have went offensive line with them because their offensive line is atrocious. It just is what it is. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see here. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right, now Minnesota's on the clock. The pick is in. More than likely, they trade up just to get JJ McCarthy, which is hilarious. All I gotta say is that was the best outcome for us as Packer fans. The fact that Minnesota couldn't get Drake Maye and they went ahead and got JJ McCarthy was the best thing that could ever happen to us. Sign me up, baby. Sign me up. Now the question is, does Denver go Bo Nix? Because that's been the talk that they want a quarterback as well. And Sean Payton is a big Bo Nix guy. Does he take him at 12th overall? Does George Patton actually do that? And let's be real, in Denver, even though George Patton is there, Sean Payton is running the show. He's going to decide who they're going to pick. So we're going to see. We're going to see here. Shit, dog. Damn, that's some crazy ass stuff though. 4th and a 5th round pick and your 1st round pick. You got their 6th round pick to move up a spot. Okay, that's interesting, to say the least. But damn, Michael Penix to Atlanta. I understand people they get scared when they see a run on quarterbacks, but that's just crazy to me right there. I wonder if they talked to Kirk Cousins before they made that pick. Hashtag too soon? Nah, I think it was the anniversary of the trade was damn done. Just yesterday? Shit. Traded Rodgers away to the Jets yesterday last year, man. That's crazy. Felt like it's been like 3 years since we traded that dude. It's been 1 year. That's that dude. That dude aged you, man. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see it. Come on, Minnesota, what you got, dog? They shouldn't even have commercials. They should just go strictly through this whole thing. It was ridiculous. Let's see what we got. All right, give me one. Dude, now that's funny. Holy shit. Could you talk about full circle? That Bama he ends up in Minnesota. Hey, shit, if that was the case, they still would probably take JJ McCarthy. That's the funny thing. Okay. I was wondering about that. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. We're just over here waiting at this point. Shit. Hold on 1 second, folks. I might need to get a refill, so bear with me one momento. All right, I'm back. And then right. Here we go. In the right nick of time over here. All right, let's see what these Bamas do. Let's see it. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle. All right now. right, respect. What we got? JJ McCarthy called it. All right, well. All right, there you go. There you go. No sock wearing Bama. You know, regardless of these guys going to our division rivals, I do love these moments right here. The amount of love and happiness that he shares with his friends and his family. I think that's pretty cool. You know, these guys work all their whole lives to get to this point, to be able to play in the NFL, but not just play in the NFL, but to be actually drafted. You know, being lucky, 257, 258 players to be ever drafted. I don't know, man. That's something where your mark on history will be there forever, no matter what you do in the league, right? And that's pretty cool, man. I love it. It's always fun to see that. But yeah, but with all that lovey-gush shit all gone out the way, look, truth be told, look, I'm happy Minnesota made this pick because JJ McCarthy ain't it, dude. I'm just saying it right now. Like, he's the look. Who just said this shit? Look, True is spitting some fire today, dog. That's all I gotta say because that is the truth. He literally is Kirk Cousins 2.0. The biggest knock about Kirk Cousins coming out of Michigan State was the fact that he was the quarterback who people would say that he couldn't raise the level of the team up, but the level of the team could raise him up. So it wasn't like, you take a lot of guys, a lot of quarterbacks, and you put them on shitty teams. They can make that shitty team better. Like Aaron Rodgers did it for many years. Like he carried the Packers for many years, right? Kirk Cousins could never do that. Like, and that was the truth. Like if he had marquee talent around him, then maybe. But most of the time, it was always like, he wasn't able to take mediocre or subpar talent and raise that over the top. And I feel like JJ McCarthy, if you look at where he was, yeah, he's a winner. He's won everywhere he's been. I won't deny that. But has he always been in good situations everywhere he's been? And the truth is, Minnesota is not in a good situation right now. They are in a true rebuild. They are what we were supposed to be last year. Unfortunately, they are not going to be in it for probably 1 to 2 years. And the truth is, we lucked out now because if you think about it, him going to Minnesota is just one less team for us to worry about. That is my true opinion. Now, do I come back and eat this? Maybe, but probably maybe not because I don't think so. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't think. I don't see Minnesota climbing out of that. And Kwesi definitely panicked to get that pick, which I thought was interesting. So I do admit, though, like I said, True has been on fire with his comments because the truth is, he's right. These top 10 picks have really fallen really well for Green Bay because a lot of talent that we thought was going to be taken, a lot of tackles, stuff like that, they're all getting pushed down now. And having literally so many quarterbacks go in the first top 10 picks has been the best thing for the Packers. Because, there was times they were saying Penix wouldn't be drafted in the first round, let alone in the top 10, right? Or top 8 for that matter. So just to see it kind of fall out the way it's been falling out, it's been pretty cool. But I don't know, man. Like I said, Minnesota, man, they better hope to God they find a way to keep keep my boy Jefferson because if they can't keep him, they're going to be in big trouble. But like I said, this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. Now the Jets have opportunity here to go. They can go tackle because Tyrion Smith is, he's up there in age. He's a lot of injury issues. Do you get a tackle to protect the blind side? Do you go and get a weapon for Aaron Rodgers? Do you pick up, do you go and get Brock Bowers? Do you decide to maybe make a little bit of a reach, but not really because Brian Thompson Jr. is pretty freaking good too. I don't know if he's top 11 good, but he is pretty good though. The question is now, all right, here we go. Let's see if my boy Aaron's going to be having a smile on his face or he's going to be adding a 4-finger tequila to his drink. Penn State. Yep. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. Joe Douglas made the right move. That was That is exactly what they should have did. End of the day, you know what? I don't know if he's. Yeah, I still would have taken maybe Taiga Fuaga out of Oregon State, but this dude can play though, man. He's a legit left tackle, and he could definitely be the heir apparent to Tyrion Smith. Also, he would be basically be the do over with Mekhi Becton, who basically fell through. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. I have a buddy of mine texting me right now, talking to me about Fox. No, I'll be honest though. When it comes to guys that come out of Penn State, when it comes to the athletic ability, second to none. And the truth is, the tackles that are remaining, they are all really great players. The truth is though, you could look at him and you could look at the guys like you could look at the one I was talking about at Oregon State. Like, you could look at him and be like 1A, 1B. So at the end of the day, they're both talented players. It'll be interesting to see where. But as long as Joe Douglas made the right move. End of the day, he got a tackle. He basically has a left tackle of the future. And it's funny that they have been kind of like a lot of these like draft nicks, people that do this for a living, which I wish I could do. They've been talking about how Joe Douglas has been keeping an eye on the tackle market ever since the season ended. And he knew that he had to really shore up that line. I mean, honestly, if Aaron Rodgers do plan on playing for the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to need a tackle out there to protect the blind side, right? And, Tyrion Smith can definitely do that for a year. But after that, do you want to keep paying that money? Or you have a left tackle of the future on a rookie contract. It's a smart move. Now, when it comes to Fashanu, he was basically a top 10 talent who went 11th overall. Hey, great value. I think that's a good pick. Now the question is, who does Denver go? Does Denver go Bo Nix? Because if they go Bo Nix, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. They could go Quinton Mitchell here too. It could be either or, honestly. Man, these run-on quarterbacks always get people jumping at the wrong things, dude. I can't wait to see. All right, give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second, folks. I just gotta get the little update going on. All right. Let's see. Yeah. The truth is Green Bay has always had a great working relationship with John Snyder in Seattle. So if there is an opportunity for a trade up for a guy they really, really want, then I can definitely see it. Truth is, I just can't wait to see how this next thing falls out, man. It's gonna be awesome. Oh shit, what we got? Let me see what we got for y'all folks. Oh, suck it now. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just say, guys, I already know who the pick is. I'm not going to say anything, but that is hilarious. Good. Goodness. Yeah, y'all going to be. We're going to talk about it. That's crazy as hell. That is crazy as hell. Here we go. Denver's up. Oh, see, look. All right. My buddy who's a Penn State fan who's watching this right now, I'm going to tell you right that someone made a comment that basically this guy is similar to the left tackle of the future that the Jets had many, many years ago, to Brickashaw Ferguson. You talk about the ultimate compliment. All-pro, Pro Bowler. I think, Hall of Fame freaking left tackle, man. Ferguson was no freaking joke. And to get that kind of comp, that's no joke, man. So let's see what Denver does here. I'm going to be really, really surprised. I can't wait for you guys to find out. It's going to be ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. But I'll just say this much. Everything that's happening, it's working out exactly for the way you wanted it to work out for the Packers. Exactly the way we wanted it to. Like that is 100% the truth right there. Let's see. Let's see. All I gotta say is, as many wide receivers, offensive linemen, but mainly offensive tackles and quarterbacks that get taken before we pick is the best thing for us. It is absolutely the best thing for us because it allows us to either A, draft marquee talent that probably weren't thinking was going to be there, or B, trade back and acquire more picks to get other guys that more than likely will fall because of the way the draft has fallen through. So it looks like the Rams couldn't figure out a way to trade up into the top 10. So sucks for them. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I told you when you guys see this pick, y'all gonna be like, "Well, here we go." All right, let's see. What? Let me tell you guys. Watch the shit. Ah, the booze is simmering down. Look, he ain't waiting for it. Oh shit! Okay, the bows are simmering down here. Okay, yeah, the Detroit fans, they're losing the energy, man. Come on now, I expect better from y'all. Come on now. The biggest reach. Like you talk about back-to-back quarterbacks that are both really not good. All right, JJ McCarthy is a product of the talent around him, and then you got Bo Nix, who literally couldn't cut it in SEC, had to go to Oregon, and yeah, he had a pretty good year in Oregon. But if we do look at the quarterbacks that have come out of Oregon, the one that's even worth a damn, and he really hasn't done. He's done pretty good now. I can't believe he hasn't done anything. He's pretty good. It's Justin Herbert. I was like, mine is that. Mariota didn't do much. And this guy right here, Bo Nix, I saw him in the SEC for many years, dude. He ain't it. And to draft him 12th overall because you're basically panicking for a quarterback, it's a terrible, terrible idea. But then again, that is Sean Payton. That's Sean Payton through and through, man. If you look at his track record, minus trading for Drew Brees and having Drew Brees, my man ain't done shit. It is what it is. Let's be honest, man. He ain't done shit. And you know what? Here we are. Majority of all the quarterbacks are gone now. And it's time to see what the Vegas Raiders do. Because the truth is, I think they kind of wanted Penix to drop to them. Didn't happen. So now they basically have to build like we were talking about, build from the trenches, build outside the trenches. What are they going to do? Because there really ain't a quarterback out there that's worth a damn that you're going to pick, 13th overall. So who do you go now? Okay, let's see it. Yeah, some folks are happy. Some folks are happy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a big not a Bo Nix guy. So we're gonna wait and see how this plays out. Yeah. Damn. It's tying a record. 6 quarterbacks in the first round ties a record of the most quarterbacks drafted in the first round. That's crazy. No, I don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the Broncos were always looking to get Bo Nix. I think that they panicked just in general because all the other quarterbacks are gone, and really the only other quarterback left that has a second round grade is Bo Nix. I have him as a second round grade personally. I don't think I would invest a first round pick on him, but you know what? That's true. I mean, look at it. They have the thing with Raiders is they do have a stopgap quarterback right now with Gardner Minshew. He could play there for a year or two, allowing them to possibly wait till next year and see the quarterbacks that are coming out next year and maybe try to grab one of them instead of, saying like reaching for a guy that, the only guy they really did want was Jaden Daniels, and that wasn't going to happen. So the funny thing is to see now how they go by from this point on. Shit. All right, what are we doing? Okay, Charles Davis, you are too kind. You giving that Bama way too much damn hype, dog. That's all I gotta say. Come on now. I was gonna say, yeah, it's all offense right now. Holy shit. Okay, let's see it. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Now, that's not what I was expecting. I think that's a good pick. I think that's a steal for them. The truth is, Brock Bowers is a top 10 talent. And the thing is, they invested in Michael Mayer last year, right? Like, out of Notre Dame. Like, he was second round pick last year, I guess. You know what? Like, the thing with Antonio Pierce, he wants to be the ground and pound kind of team. He's probably going to want to run 2 tight end sets. Makes sense. Makes sense, man. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's not a reach by any means. If anything, that's a steal because he was a guy that was getting mocked in the top 5 to 10 picks, and to get him at 13 is awesome. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to fucking do it. I ain't gonna lie. Antonio Pierce is a good coach. I think he's gonna be able to get the best out of him. I know Mark Dare's probably pissed as shit. He's like, I wanted a quarterback. Your bull cut looking ass. I don't even know why they have Aiden O'Donnell up there. They should have damn Gardner Minshew. Ain't no way O'Connell going to be starting for shit. Okay, all right. That's it. All right, now this is where we're going to see. I think the Saints will probably go tackle here. I definitely see the Saints going tackle. They lost a lot on that offensive line. And anyone that knows me knows that I think Derek Carr is a bum of a quarterback. He just sucks, and they're gonna need someone to protect his blind side because they lost Hurst, they lost Ramczyk, they've lost a lot on that offensive line. So my boy Phil here asking me what my drink of choice is tonight. Drink of choice tonight is beer. It is beer. I was going to maybe do bourbon, but I decided to stick with beer this time around. Try to keep my senses for at least the next, hopefully for these next 18 picks here is the plan. I'm holding hope on strong here, so we'll see how it goes. But I tell you, man, the Saints, man, they have an opportunity here to either grab a tackle because there's a lot. There's still, the kid out of Oregon State. There is the kid out of Washington State. There's a lot of guys still available that they can solidify the offensive line, or they can decide to go and invest in the defense. Cam Jordan is getting old. He's really not getting any younger. You can go Jared Verse here. Interior line, you can definitely go Murphy. You could go corner. You could, Marshawn Lattimore has not he is a shutdown corner, but he hasn't really lived up to the hype of where he was picked. And I feel like, you could maybe get someone to play opposite of him, or even, trade away him because you do got other guys there. You got, if you recall, Jonathan Vilma's Charles Woodson 2.0, Alante Taylor? He was hyping this dude up like you wouldn't believe. But you got folks in that secondary that can play, but they are Tyrann Matthews not getting any younger. He's old as hell too. Linebackers, I haven't really seen any linebackers. I'll go in the first round. Peyton Wilson out of Houston. Then you got Edrin Cooper out of Texas A&M. Both those guys are marquee talent, but they're not first round picks. But looking at who the Saints have when it comes to Demario Davis, who is an all-pro linebacker, but again, not getting any younger. Peter Werner, another serviceable linebacker. I'm a fan of his, but still not getting any younger. And the question is do you bring in someone with a more younger talent to kind of take that up, right? So Okay, look at this. Look at this. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, they put tequila in it. Yeah, don't. I was like, yeah, don't get soda. Don't get soda going, man. He's gonna be all about that. But the truth is, what's going on, SFO, man? What's going on, man? We're just over here having a good time, just going through pick by pick, just trying to see. So far, for the most part, the draft has gone. It hasn't gone too bad. Like, you did have a little bit of a wild card when it came to Penix going to Atlanta. I don't think anyone saw that coming, especially after they got Kirk Cousins. Seeing the Penn State tackle go ahead of Fuatu out of Washington State. I feel like, they're 1A, 1B, so if not, wasn't really too much of a surprise there. And then, of course, seeing a trade up to get J.J. McCarthy. And then, of course, Bo Nix, who I think it was the worst kept secret that Denver was looking at Bo Nix, that they wanted a quarterback. Just for the talent and where he got drafted, that's the only thing that kind of threw me off a little bit. The Saints taking their sweet ass time. I'm trying to see what the hell they're going to do here. Are they going to go this route or not? And someone made a comment about Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. I got to give credit to my boy Zach here, saying that it could be Gronk and Hernandez, but minus the murdering. So, hey, you know what though? Both them tight ends are legit tight ends. And if Michael Mayer didn't get banged up like he was, and the truth is, if it was just terrible quarterback play, you probably would have seen him blossom a lot more, especially with Devontae Adams being there. You bring in Brock Bowers. They have Trey Turner. They still have Devontae. I just think that, and then you got Zamir White. I just think that they have an opportunity to really take that offense to another level, as long as Gardner Minshew can win the job and they give him an opportunity to win the job, which I think they will. And they just don't expect him to win the game, but they expect him just to do what he needs to do and game manage as best he can. That's what he did when he was in Indianapolis last year when Anthony Richardson went down. I feel like they need to have him do the same thing, but even take him one more step back from that. And so, with Antonio Pierce going there, really invigorating that defense, they can ground and pound, they can play good defense, and he can just do the right thing. Because the thing is, Michael Pittman's great, but he's not Devontae Adams. And you got a guy like Gardner Minshew and giving him the opportunity to sit there and really feed a person like Devontae Adams. Man, I could definitely see Devontae actually getting back on track to his Hall of Fame career this year with a guy like Gardner Minshew throwing him the ball. Now, I'm not saying Gardner Minshew is great, but he's serviceable. He's another bridge gap like Jacoby Brissett quarterback who he'll run your offense. He'll run it pretty decently, and for the most part, he's gonna try to just get the most he can out of a play without he'll make mistakes here and there because obviously he's not like a top tier quarterback, but what he isn't is he ain't no little ass boy if you ask Max Crosby. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what the Saints do. They a little happy over there. I forgot about Trevor Penning. So Trevor Penning was he was a little son of a bitch when he was at the and I mean that in the best way because he's a beast of a man, but he definitely was the guy that antagonized every single person he went up against in his Senior Bowl last year. And then he did that same shit in the NFL too, to the point where they had to bench him because he was being way too damn aggressive. But he is supposed to be their future at left tackle. So question is, who do they go now and get? Do they get a right tackle? Do they get a guard? Do they go defense? Let's see. Because the truth is, offensively, I mean, if you're invested in Derek Carr for the next probably 2-3 years at least. Then you got Chris Olave. You have other marquee talent on. You have Juwan Johnson, tight end, and then of course when it comes to Alvin Kamara still there. So I kind of want to see if they decide to actually shore up the offensive line because honestly, the offensive line ever since they kind of signed Cesar Ruiz and kind of hoping him to take a leap, he didn't. He kind of took a step back. So I'm really trying to see how they go about this. Let's see. Soder, absolutely. Called it. Tackle. Oregon State. Boom. There it is. Them boy, man, dude. What now? See, yeah, this guy, this is the dude that I thought the Jets were going to take. He was the guy that I thought Joe Douglas had his eyes on since day one. He look played right tackle at Oregon State. He'll play right tackle at the Saints, and again, making the right moves. They're building from the inside out when it comes to offensive line out. And truth be told, like look at that Senior Bowl guy. He did extremely well at the Senior Bowl. Didn't get beat very often. And the truth is like he's just a good football player. It didn't matter that he played at Oregon State. He's just a really good football player. And the fact that when you have guys that play at conferences like Oregon State and they go to Senior Bowl, all that's that like kind of like helmet scouting goes out the window. And it's all about you going up against the other best seniors in the college football arena that showed up and that are invited. And you go to mano a mano. And a lot of these guys have that's why Quinton Mitchell kind of flew up the draft boards because he had an amazing workout. But before he had the amazing workout, he was literally a shutdown corner at the Senior Bowl. So here you go. See, that's what I was thinking about. Rashid Shaheed. So from an offense standpoint, they're pretty set. It's just the defense is old as hell, but they're still pretty good. So it'll be really interesting to see how the Saints, because that division is just getting better. The truth be told, Falcons have gotten better. The Saints have gotten better. And it's really looking at the other teams that have really like Tampa. I mean, we haven't even seen what Tampa, Tampa has kind of been leading the charge in that division. But the truth is like, I feel like they might take a step back. I mean, but we'll see. Again, Todd Bowles, he knows how to coach defense. Defense for the most part, I don't think will take much of a step back, if any. So the truth is, we'll see how the offense kind of takes it from here. They signed Baker Mayfield to a long-term extension based on his ability to do what he did, and he did play extremely well. And the truth will now be to see if the offense can keep kind of hitting that stride they did at the end of the year, and if the defense can maybe pick up some of the pieces that they kind of left off when losing, Devontae Wyatt and, not really having a true force in the middle when it comes to the linebackers. KJ Britt was okay, but nothing great. Let's see here. All right, yeah, 6 quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. All right, what we got? I completely agree. Thank you. We gotta wait too damn long for the Packers. They need to trade up or something. Give us something. Give us something to talk about here because I'm getting sick and tired of talking about all these other teams. The only thing that's good about the way the draft is going right now is it's pushing down good talent. And right now with the Colts, man, their defense is pretty strong offensively. As long as Anthony Richardson can come back and come back healthy from that shoulder injury, they could really be cooking with some gas because Jonathan Taylor, I don't think he's going to take a step back. Michael Pittman got extended. I can see here Brian Thompson Jr. I can see Xavier Worthy. I can even see them shoring up the offensive line. Defense. I feel like defensively they're fine. I mean, I don't really think maybe they go Quinton Mitchell. I don't think they need to, but they could. I mean, they added Joe Flacco as like a backup insurance thing to Anthony Richardson after losing Gardner Minshew. So it'll be interesting to see how from this point on what my man what the hell is his name? The GM for the Colts does here. Because the truth is the Colts were actually hitting a really good stride before Anthony Richardson got hurt. Gardner Minshew kind of had it going in again, and then they kind of fell flat on their face in that last game. But the truth is, 70s shit. Open look. I don't think I've ever met anyone that hates on Goodell as much as I do until I met Soder. I've been making fun of that man for everything he do. You ain't lying, but I mean, truth be told, I think I wear my jacket the same way he does. I can't even hate Chris Ballard. Thank you, Chris Ballard. Yeah, so Chris Ballard, like I said, he is a hell of a GM. That dude, he can really pick some talent, and also the way he does it when it comes to evaluating their athletic relative athletic score, RAS, in comparison to the game film and trying to really marry those things up. There's a lot of guys that they've picked up that I've always fallen in love with just by looking at their tape and more so looking at their workouts when it comes to the combine. Because I'm not a tape grinder by any means. I just, I watch the highlights like everybody else does, but I really do look at the way they work out. I just try to see if I can find kinks there. But 15th pick overall, Colts got an opportunity here to at least make some noise in that division, considering the fact that really everybody in that division is kind of taken I don't really feel like there's a true number one team in that division. I mean, minus Houston, obviously. Houston's amazing, don't get me wrong. But they're young, right? And the truth is they have to show they can do it again. Just like the Packers. The Packers are young. They had a great end of the year, just like Houston did. But now this next year will really show if that team is what it is or if it was just a flash in the pan. I think that both teams are going to be just going to kind of hit the ground running, start at where they kind of finished off last year. But like I said, the Colts, I do feel like will be one of the few teams in that division that will give the Houston Texans a run for their money. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think so, man. I don't think they need to. Right now, they're 10 picks away, and just seeing who's available. I really do feel like Cooper DeJean. I do feel like Tyrion Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Chop Robinson, my boy Graham Barton. They're all still there. You have a great opportunity to get all those guys. The truth is, though, I really do feel like you're going to see here. I could see an offensive lineman going here. Seattle probably go offensive line. Jacksonville, offensive line or even wide receiver. Cincinnati will go offensive line or wide receiver because imagine what they're going to do with T. Higgins. Pittsburgh will go O-line. Miami O-line. Philly will go probably corner. Minnesota will probably go defensive tackle. Dallas will go corner. Will go line. And Green Bay hopefully will go Cooper DeJean is my hope. Wow. Holy shit. I did not see that. Damn. All right. I guess they felt like they need another pass rusher on the defensive side. Shit. This boy coming out of UCLA, man, he is a hell of a football player. Had him medically retired because his neck got all fucked up. Came back and had an amazing year last year. And the truth is, I think his brother just got left hanging. I kind of feel for him. But he's like, come on, man, come on. Dap me up, dog. Okay. Show that love, baby. Show that love. That definitely got to be his little brother or some shit. But truth be told, hey, I'm happy for him. For him to have literally, I think he had a freaking broken neck or some shit. Come back, have an amazing year, get drafted top 15. That's an amazing accomplishment. And, like I said, Chris Ballard, he knows how to pick his players, man. He's a hell of a damn GM. I still remember the day where he got pissed off that Josh McDaniels decided to leave them at the altar when they hired him for the head coaching job for the Colts. And he said when it came to New England Patriots, if it wasn't a rivalry, it's a rivalry now. And just for him to say that in a mic, I thought that was pretty cool. That's some shit a fan would say, not a GM. So I was pretty hyped about that. But I don't know. Yeah, I gotta let y'all know that Zach Ford over here is a Niners fan. He's good people though, so he's all right. Just he's still hurting from the Super Bowl, and so it's all good. You can go easy on him. I haven't been going easy on most Niner fans, but I go easy on him because he's good people. But truth be told, yeah, we don't need much, man. Shoot, we just need secondary, offensive line, defensive line. I think those are our biggest things I think right now, and maybe linebacker. So all right now here we go. Now this is where Green Bay could trade up if they really see a guy they want. If they feel like this gauntlet of 10 picks, they're not going to be able to get the guy they want, I could see them trading up with Seattle. They have a good working relationship with John Snyder. The draft actually went exactly the way we wanted it to go. But the truth is there's somebody that they really, really like. Like right now, if they wanted to, they can trade up and get Tyrion Arnold, and I would be perfectly fine with that. Quentin Mitchell would love that. Hell, trade up and get Cooper DeJean at this point or Graham Barton, I'd be ecstatic for those as well too. I know some people will be like, you ain't got to trade up for Cooper DeJean, but hey, man, sometimes, you got a guy you want, you got to get the guy you want. So Look at he over there sacking damn Caleb Williams. Okay, get his ass. But look, so yeah, y'all keep the comments coming, man. I love it when you guys are talking, man. It makes life easier. I gotta be doing all the damn talking. I have other things to talk about than me just spouting off random nonsense that I know from this shit. But yeah, man, this draft is going pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the time is flying. It's already 10 o'clock. And truth be told, like after Chicago Bears wasted 5 minutes of our lives with their first pick, the draft has been moving pretty quickly for the most part. And the people that have taken a little bit longer to make picks actually made sense because based on just who was available, I don't think some people expected the draft to fall the way it has so far. So, I mean, if you think about it, the fact that Jared Verse and Byron Murphy and Jerzon Newton are still there, it's kind of crazy. I do see them. I do see those three players getting picked up here in these next 10 picks. I mean, hell, I can even see Seattle making one of those picks right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on now. All right, let me see if I can tell you guys what's going on. Hold on 1 second. Oh, FYI, everyone should know Kirk Cousins was not given a heads up that the Falcons would be taking Michael Penix Jr. So he got the Aaron Rodgers treatment. Sucks to be you, dog. Sucks to be you. But truth be told, hey, man, you got a guy you want. And the truth, I think it's Terry Fott now. That's the GM over there in Atlanta. I know he's probably like, hey, man, I'm going to get my guy. And when's the best time to get a quarterback is when you don't need one. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see. They say that Mr. Kirk Cousins was stunned by the pick. So that is pretty hilarious to me. Wow. All right, give me 1 second. Let me Here we go. Yes, Phil, I do. I think that with the way that the board has fallen so far, yeah, dude, they could definitely easily come back into the first round. Get the guy I was telling you guys about. I think his name is Patrick Paul out of Houston, tackle. Jordan Morgan out of Arizona. Then there's, of course, the other guys. The kid out of Washington State, Fanatu, who's still available. Who I'm telling you, some of these guys that we're expecting to go already are still there. If Peters really wants to make the move, this would be the time to do it and have an opportunity to grab basically your replacement for Trent Williams, which you've been looking for the last like 5-6 years. Get that and really just run with it. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about that. I think Kirk Cousins, like for some of the things he said on that quarterback show was pretty cool, and then some of the stuff he just made himself look even more cornier. And I'm just like, how you were already a corny guy? How'd you amplify that? Like I didn't think that was like physically possible, but here we are. Like, good God, man! I was like, all right, bro. I was like, you a grown ass man, your wife still dressing you? I was like, okay, I mean, more power to you, baby. I don't know now. But let's see what we got. Hold on, let me see if I can get you guys some information here. This is the logic. The Falcons called Kirk Cousins when they were on the clock to let him know. From what I learned, Kirk Cousins understood the quarterback would be considered, but he did not believe a successor would be taken in the first round. I'm told he's a bit stunned by Deanna Rossini. And then, of course, he went there because they expected him. He was going to Atlanta because he wants to win now. So he expected them to make a pick that would help them win now. Instead, they made a pick for the future. Hey, bro, that is some shit right there. If I ever seen any. Oh man, you can't make this shit up, dog. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Oh shit! I guess. Oh damn! I guess my boy made that pick, and the owner didn't know either. So I don't think the owner happy either. Good, goobity goo. That's funny when you see these folks. Oh, there it is. Okay, that actually helps us. That's good. All right, here we go. All right. So I had to check this. So it seems like the GM for the Atlanta Falcons was trying to explain his decision making to the owner, Arthur Blank. And let's just say, I don't think Arthur Blank wasn't distraught. He wasn't displaying anger, but you could just see by body language, he just didn't seem too happy. So yeah. All right. So Seattle was a team that was getting comped Cooper DeJean in some drafts. I'll tell you guys right now, Cooper DeJean was not the pick. So I'm just gonna wait till Mr. Goodell here on NFL Network says the pick, and then we'll talk about it. But again, I always said John Snyder. If you took away all his first round picks, he would be an amazing GM because every other pick after that has always been like really amazing up until recently. Like for the longest time, excuse me, his first round picks were terrible. Ross Blaylock, Rashad Penny, he just Jordan Brooks. The list goes on and on and on. Since then, since the Russell Wilson trade, he's been making some freaking amazing first round picks. You know, having Jackson Smith and Jigba, having Devin Witherspoon. I'm just telling you, like he's been kind of knocking out of the park. So this pick that he made here falls in line with that. Like John Snyder's kind of hitting his stride right now, back on first round picks, which I'm actually proud of because he's a Green Bay guy. He's from Wisconsin, De Pere, I believe, and there was talk that he had a clause in his contract with Seattle that if the GM job ever opened up in Green Bay, that he would be allowed to leave his contract with Seattle to take that. I think that was removed in his latest extension. But just kind of just shows you how much love he had for Green Bay. I mean, you couldn't even talk to him about, now you can't talk about Ted Thompson without him getting choked up. And that just shows you how much of an impact that Ted Thompson had on basically everybody that's come up. All the GMs you're seeing right now when it comes to Elliott Wolf, John Snyder, Brian Gutekunst, these guys are all guys like, freaking John Dorsey over there in Detroit as well, too. Alonzo Highsmith, assistant GM in New England. All these guys came up, Ted Thompson, Ron Wolf-Tree. And the truth is, they always pay homage back to the guy that really gave, basically taught them all a lot of stuff that they know. So it's pretty cool. But so far, I'm telling you, the way this draft is going exactly the way I want it to go. I am kind of hoping to God that Jacksonville doesn't make a pick here that I don't like, but we'll see. All right. They're gonna need to start bringing damn Goodell out in a damn cart or something, man. Come on now. More power though, man. Dude had back surgery. He over here still walking across stage. A little bit slower every time, but it's all good. I get it. It's all good. Fashanu. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh wow. Damn. All right. Okay, so check this. Byron Murphy going to here is amazing pick. He is a freaking monster on that Clemson. Oh, I kept saying Clemson. You guys should have corrected my ass. Damn, Texas line. Yeah, him and Sweat that were just literally unstoppable in the interior of that line. Seattle has for the longest time been trying to find replacements for a guy like Michael Bennett, Jaron Reed. Even though Reed's back there, he's just not the same guy. The interior of their line, Al Woods was a guy that was there for a very long time, and he's gone now to the Jets. So they really haven't had that interior pressure like they used to. Great pick. He again is another top 10 talent that fell into the middle of the draft. I think that's going to be really great for their defense. And the truth is, like I said about any defense, you need to have a great pass rush. That's what it always comes down to. So, Byron Murphy the second, man, I'm really proud of him. The Vikings have traded into the 17th pick. Question is, who the hell are they taking? They have an opportunity to take a tackle here. Well, let's say this. They traded up, and they already made their damn freaking pick. So the question is, who the hell did they get? Wow. Okay. I saw the pick. I ain't happy. pairing up Byron Murphy with Leonard Williams is the smartest thing that John Snyder could have done. Because, they've never really had anybody opposite of him. They had Jaron Reed there, like I said. But, damn, the pick that – whew. All right, so they give up a lot. Holy shit. Okay. Damn. All right. So I saw who they picked. You guys are going to see here in a couple minutes. This is another literally top 5, top 10 talent that fell. And for them to come here and get this guy, man, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yep. Wow. It's funny. We were talking about how there's going to be a lot of trades. They said the only team that's been really trading is Minnesota. Oh, man. Excuse me. Dallas Turner, Alabama, outside linebacker, edge. You talk about an amazing football player. Just he's a beast, dude. Almost 250 pounds. He runs like a corner at 250 almost, and just played at an amazing school. And the truth is, he was a top 5, top 10 talent. Get him in the freaking bottom, the middle of the first round. Hey, sign me up. I think that Kwesi had to give up a good amount to get him. I think sometimes if you got a guy you fall in love, like I always say, go get the guy. And this is the man right here, man. The truth be told, you got Jonathan Greenard on the other side. You have him coming on the other way, dude. You lost Daniel Hunter. You really have never got a true replacement for Everson Griffin. And on top of that, too, Dean Landry never worked out. And the truth is, you know what? In Dallas Turner, this sucks for us. Him getting picked 17th overall is actually the worst thing that could happen for us because now he has a chip on his shoulder. He was a top 5 talent that went into the 17th pick, and now he has a point to prove, which sucks because he's a hell of a football player. You don't need to give a player like him, extra motivation. I just think that's just ridiculous to me. So, yeah, not happy about that pick. I'm not happy that Minnesota did that. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta risk it to biscuit, man. That's all it is, man. And like I said, the boy, he's a nasty player, man. He's a nasty player. And like I said, Minnesota, Kwesi, for all the panicking he did for damn JJ McCarthy. You know what? This was a good move. This is actually a really good move. And yeah, he is a hell of a football player. I tell you that. Even though they couldn't, Alabama didn't look that great last year. In reality, in comparison to what they've looked every year, he did not stop showing off every damn week. Yeah, they hype. I know they be hype right now. All right, so here we go. Cincinnati's on the clock, and this is where you may see Brian Thompson Jr. go, or you'll see a tackle. You'll see one of the tackles go here. Or if let's put it this way. There was a story that Roger Staffel, what the hell is his name? Just a former left tackle for Cincinnati who went to the Rams. He gave full 6-minute interview regarding how he wanted a better extension from them, and Cincinnati was kind of just playing hardball. And eventually, having conversations with them, they showed how they felt about him by drafting 2 tackles in the draft, first round, second round. So he's like, all right, fine. So he stayed there for a little bit, and eventually he threatened to retire, and they traded him to the Rams. And he basically rekindled his career and got a Super Bowl ring because of it. Don't be surprised if Cincinnati decides to take Jared Verse right here, considering the fact that Trey Henderson asked for a trade because he only got a 1-year extension. He wanted to have a long-term security, which I don't blame him because he's a hell of a football player, and he deserves more money. But, sometimes Cincinnati's probably looking at they still got to pay Jamar Chase. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Higgins. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts. So maybe they're like, screw it. You know what? We can just, we won't keep you, and maybe they won't even keep Higgins. And they got to still figure out what they're going to do with Tyler Boyd. Do you keep him? Do you let him go too? And if that's the case, then who are you going to get to replace him, right? So You have the kid out of Princeton who was pretty good, but does he take that next step? Maybe not. But we're going to see here. I mean, Cincinnati has an opportunity here to either get Brian Thompson Jr., Troy Flanken, which I don't think will go this early, or go defensive line. I think they'll probably go defensive line. But we're going to see here now. Let's see. All right, give me 1 second.
The time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog.
Let's see.
Right to your door, precisely portioned for your dog's needs.
Hey, man, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here for the people, man. Anything I can do, man. It's my first time doing this, so I'm hoping I'm doing it all right. All right. I saw the pick, and it's kind of not who I thought they would take, but okay. Okay, let's see it. These commercials be jacking me up, man. Come on now. Yeah, but truth be told, and at the end of the day, Cincinnati, their number 1, number 2, number 3 goal is protecting Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had a terrible wrist injury last year. He tried to play through it. It got worse to the point to where the surgery that occurred was at the tip of his finger. And basically the things I've read, and obviously I'm not a doctor, and this is all me saying allegedly so I don't get in trouble, but basically it impacts the index finger of the throwing hand that he has injury on to where that has a lot of control. It determines a lot of the velocity as well as the accuracy of the ball because based on wrist action, right? And Joe Burrow is very much a wrist action kind of quarterback, and so if he fully recovers from this, he'll be fine. But they said that there is a possibility that he may not. So the truth is like you've already invested 5 years, $250 million in this dude. So the question, like you don't have a choice. You got to figure out variously make sure that he's 100% before he comes back, and then when he comes back, you ensure he is being protected. You invest in the offense line because let's be real, that Super Bowl against the Rams, Cincinnati wins that if they have anywhere halfway decent offense line. Like they literally had no answer for Aaron Donald, and if they had an offense line that was worth a damn, they win that game. And no disrespect to guys that were there, but I think all of them will even tell you that they were unmatched for Aaron Donald. They had no answer for him to the point where they're blocking with 3 people and he still got through. So, like, you need to invest in offensive line. You need to show, like, Orlando Brown coming over there from the Kansas City was a smart move. He is our premier left tackle. But the truth is you do need to get the other side protected too, right tackle, right? So the guy that did get picked is going to be someone that helps shores up that line. And I definitely think that pick does impact how Green Bay will go about this when it comes up to their pick here in 7 picks. But that's so crazy to me, though. Good goobity goo. The question now is, who the Rams are going to take. That's what I want to know. There was somebody that they wanted that they want to trade up for, but maybe with the way they saw the draft was going, they felt no need to train up, so they said the hell with it, we're going to stay where we are. So, all right, let's see. Cincinnati's on the clock. Pick is in. Let's see what they got. Let's see. Come on now. Stop bull jiving. Come on, man. Goodell, get your freaking slow ass out there, man. Tell us the pick. You're crazy. Come on now. All right, come on now. Let's go. Just let you guys know I'm wearing my Charles Woodson jersey for this draft day, hoping that we can bring some of that, former Heisman Trophy winner, Love Juju to us. You know, he was defensive back, picked up by the Raiders, 4th overall. Maybe Green Bay can get some defensive back luck coming that way too. So Marius Mims, guy that we had talked about, Soder, where people were asking, he got my name in his name. So right there, that's a positive. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just being stupid, y'all. But the truth is like, he is a monster of a man. Like, if you look at this guy, almost 6'8" tall, 340 pounds, and played right tackle. Again, Cincinnati had a need a right tackle. They only have Orlando Brown on the left. They need a right tackle. This guy at 18th overall is not a bad pick. Again, the kid out of Washington State still there. So I'm kind of surprised about that. But this dude is a physical specimen. He is limited. He's very inexperienced, but you know, you can work with that. Like, he has all the physical traits and tools you need for a right tackle. So, it'll be interesting to see what they do when it comes to how quickly they put him in, how often, how fast will he start, and if he's going to need help on the right side with the tight end, kind of, chipping and things like that. But I'll tell you, man, he's a monster of a man. And if you look at him, he does not look like a football player. He looks like a basketball player. He's so damn big, but he's lean. Like, he's just in good shape, man. Like, 340 pounds, 6'8". But hey, look, end of the day, you have bookends on both sides of Joe Burrow. He's going to be protected, and you really ain't got to worry about, hopefully, if he can just take the next step and hit that ground running in the NFL. I don't know. Cincinnati got a really good pick there. Yeah? Now, look, Soder, you ain't wrong. And the man had the most monstrous 2 knee braces you could see when he was out there playing. So, Lord knows what's going on with this thing, man. Hold on one second, folks. Just trying to. Oh, shit. Yeah, the Rams didn't got first round picks for shit. Truth be told, though, I honestly thought Byron Murphy would go here. Now, let's be real. This is where Jerzon Newton might go. Jerzon Newton might go here as a replacement for Aaron Donald. Kid out of Illinois, an absolute monster of a man, as well as a guy who really dusted up on Michigan. One of the few players that made Michigan look really bad on offense. When it came to the offensive line, he just was always in the backfield. That whole offensive line has guys that are just stacked, and for them to get eaten up by this dude from Illinois was kind of crazy. So, all right, you got Snead, you got McVay. All right. He still ain't made the pick. They bullshitting, looking around and shit. What you doing, dog? Come on now. Make the damn pick, baby. Ain't got all day. Folks got to work tomorrow. Shit. What we doing here? Right, here we go. There it is. Okay. All right. Got the pick for the Rams. So you're going to see it here in a couple minutes. So the Rams look like they're imploding with the way things were going with them last year, right? Puka Nacua had like an amazing rookie year. Cooper Kupp getting hurt, it just felt like the team wasn't all there. And the truth is like they came on at the right time, and they started making noise at the end of the year. They've added some really good talent. You look at right there, Tre'Davious White's one of my favorite LSU guys. Unfortunately, he's had a lot of injuries, so you don't really know what you're going to get with him. Cam Curl is a very underrated safety out of Washington, a great football player who has an opportunity to really show what he can do there. The Rams have some holes on. Literally, if you go to their defense, there's a lot of guys that none of us have probably even heard of, but they're really good football players. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go defense here. Yeah, I know the talk there was scuttlebutt of them looking at quarterbacks. That's why they want to trade up to the first round. Even though they said they weren't, there was some talk of maybe getting some of that. It could maybe that would fall. Also, maybe a receiver, which kind of sounds crazy, right? Because you have Cooper Kupp, you have Puka Nacua, you have Tutu Atwell, you have a lot of guys there. But the truth is like Cooper Kupp, ever since his triple king crown year that he had, been getting banged up a lot. And are we seeing like maybe his slow downfall, right? And then you're seeing Puka really take it up a notch. So, but I see the Rams, they can go either way, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of funny to see this year's draft so far play out the way it has, where we've seen a majority of offensive players get drafted. And I think we've only seen maybe 3 defensive players get drafted so far. So, excuse me. So let's see what happens here with the Rams. It'll be interesting to see if they, like I said, I already know what the pick is, but, acting like I don't know what the pick is, it could, like I said, they can go either way because they do have holes on both sides of the field. Jared Verse, Florida State, defensive end. Another guy who was projected to go in the top 10, 15 picks. And truth be told, he's 23, 24 years old. Another physical specimen, he was one of the bright lights on that Florida defense. And like I said, for you to get comped to Will Anderson Jr., who was basically almost rookie defensive player of the year last year, he's a hell of a football player. The fact that he lasted this long, it's kind of crazy. But the truth is that, since they've lost Aaron Donald, they're going to need somebody to kind of come in and really help impact the quarterback when it comes to their pass rush. Because Aaron Donald did make up a lot of their pass rush, and losing him is a really, really big piece that you're never going to replace with just one person. Let's just be real. He was a beast amongst men, and having him out there was literally having like 3 defensive tackles in one player. So it'd be interesting to see, having Jared Verse there and them really taking this defense and try to take it to the next level with the talent that they have. A lot of young talent over there. So it'll be interesting to see how it takes off to the next level. All right, let's see. All right, what we got? Pittsburgh's up. Pittsburgh. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. All right. This is where now I don't know what the pick is, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is where I can see Jackson Powers Jackson. I can see Graham Barton. I can see what's his name? I can see Troy Fautanu. I can see Tyler Guyton. Hell, I can even see defensive tackle. So it'll be interesting to see exactly which way they play out. But they on the clock. They haven't made their pick yet. See, right here, it's funny. I thought Philly was going to have to trade up to get their guy, but Philly might luck out, man. I know Philly was looking at corners. They were trying to replace the James Black, Bradburys of the world and stuff like that. Regardless of the Steelers take, the Dolphins have an opportunity. The Philadelphia Eagles have an opportunity to get Quinton Mitchell, or even, for that matter, Tyrion Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Cooper DeJean. There's a lot of. I'm telling you, we're literally picking in 5 picks, and truth be told, like, this draft is going exactly the way Green Bay wanted it to go. Like, they honestly could trade back if they wanted to. Pick is in, guys. Pick is in. Let's see if it's going to be Jackson or if it's going to be Graham Barton. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see. Boom. All right. Got him. All right. Let's see. Come on now. Let's see. All right. Come on now. All right. Can we get the pick back? Let's go now. Shit. Come on. Let's see. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah, so let's see. All right, so guys, for yeah, I was gonna say Soda. I feel you on that, bro. I think I was definitely hoping Jared Verse would keep falling. He didn't meet some age thresholds when it came to Green Bay thresholds, but at the end of the day, he's just a really talented football player, and having him in Green Bay would have been sick. Let's see. Let's see. All right, come on now. Let's see the pick, baby. Let's see the pick. Let's see. Come on now. All right. Come on now. Get your ass out there, Goodell. Get your ass out there, dog. Let's do this shit. Come on now. Let's see. No, so SFO, man. No, they picked yeah, they did. They picked Amarius Mims, right tackle out of Georgia. So Bengals are set at left and right tackle now. So here we go. Look at my boy. All right. Cam Hayward up in this jump. I mean, Cam Hayward been playing fucking forever, man. I thought they would have grabbed his replacement, but no, they decided to go offense. That's all I'm going to say right now. Okay. Ooh. There you go. All right, Mr. Cam, let's go, baby. That's what you got, babe. Come on now. Hurry your ass up. Let's go. All right, give me 1 second, folks. Come on now. I'll get the pick and then I'll go. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Yes, sir. Tackle. So, honestly, look at this, man. Man, see, what they gotta get them crying. Go get me crying, man. Shit, she over there crying, all happy and shit. Oh my god, see, you don't be getting me all messed up. You gonna get me all crying now. See, that's not cool. Grandma crying, man. Shit. That I love. See, this is what I love, guys. This is what I love right here. Is just watching these guys. They working their asses off and they're doing their thing and they get the opportunity. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is an amazing pick. This is another tackle, another guy. When you look at people's top 50 boards, he was in the top 15. He is an amazing tackle. He played, basically was protecting, not the blind side of Michael Penix Jr., but let's put it this way. His tape speaks for itself. He's just a good anchor. He basically didn't let Penix get touched very much. So I'll tell you, Steelers got a dude right here. They never go wrong with the Polynesians. I'll tell you that right now. They kind of struck gold when it came to Troy Polamalu Jr. Now they got this man right here. I'm really happy for him. I think that it's Washington. I kept saying damn Washington like an idiot. So it's Washington, and so he was starting left tackle. They invested in tackle last year. So the question is, do they go and put him at left tackle where his natural position is, or do they, move him to the right? More than likely, they'll probably keep him at left and they'll move my man over to the right is what I'm thinking. But we'll see. I love the fact that he's showing love to his elders, his grandparents. That's pretty freaking awesome. I love that. I love the fact that he was sitting around his grandparents. I think this is his parents right here. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, shit. All right. Here we go. All right.
Michael, I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you.
Hold on one second, folks. Hold on one second. Oh, man. Oh, shit. All right. Dolphins pick is in. Let's see what we got, folks. Let's see what we got. More likely, I ain't seen it yet, but more likely they're going to go Graham Barton. I'm thinking they're probably going to go Graham Barton, dog. That's the guy they've been talking about forever. They've been wanting to work up to get him and this and that. And let's see. Pick is in. I ain't see shit yet. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Not what I was expecting, but okay. Not bad. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me go use a restroom real quick. Be right back. Right All right, I'm back. All right, good. I made it back for the pick. All right, let's see. Come on now. Let's go. It's actually kind of funny the way the draft is going. Packers picking 4 picks, and honestly, like, we have an opportunity to grab any of my top guys right now. Arnold, Mitchell, Thomas, Barton, DeJean. Holy shit. That's pretty wild, man. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw Mike McDaniel? He's like, yeah! I'm surprised his ass didn't go Xavier Worthy. It's not Xavier Worthy. I'll tell you all that, okay? It's defense. I'll tell you that. Defense right now. But I still can't believe. Oh, man. Okay. This pick makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I'll put it that way. Let's see. All right. Come on now. Here it is, guys. All right. Miami Dolphins. Goodell's up. Chop Robinson, Penn State defensive end. He is the Jalen Phillips replacement until he gets healthy. He's the Bradley Chubb replacement until he gets healthy. He's a good football player, man. Like, he is a size speed freak. Honestly, his production wasn't the greatest. I mean, everyone knows that, but the truth be told, man, his get off the line, and for him to be literally 255 pounds and running like a 4.48, and I'm just telling you, he's Von Miller all day, man. I understand that's a very, very big comp to give to somebody. But man, like, off the line, he's just too freaking fast, man. He's just way too fast, dude. And yeah, teams don't have an answer for a guy like him nowadays, man. Like, you doubling him up and someone else is gonna get free. I feel like on Miami's side, they feel like offensively they're really good, right? They have, Devon A-Chain, they have Tyreek Hill, they have Jalen Waddle. They still got Raheem Mostert. They have Salman Ahmed, right? But the truth is, their offense from a weapon perspective is strong. Tua, should only get better. Defensively, they have some good young talent, but then again, pass rush wise, took a major hit last year with all the injuries that they had. So grabbing a guy like this, a young talent who can come in and play while the other guys are really trying to get their legs up under them, recovering from their literally ACL and Achilles injuries. Man, see it right there. Look at that. Like, it's funny if you look at the way they're showing the pieces of the puzzle here, right? Jalen Ramsey, shut down right corner. You have, Roy outside. He basically plays both sides if he wants to. Javon Holland, who's another monster safety who I love to death out of Oregon. And the other 2 guys that they showed are coming off major injuries. And so because of that, yeah, you got to get a guy like him. It makes sense. Here we go, Eagles. And truth be told, the Eagles here, this is where Eagles want to trade up and get Tyrion Arnold. They want to trade up and get Quinton Mitchell. And they didn't have to. The draft worked exactly the way they wanted it to work. And they hopefully will get the guy they want now, I think. And I'm really looking forward to seeing. I'll be honest with you. I don't want them to get Quinton Mitchell because I kind of want to hope he comes to Green Bay. But truth be told, hey man, it could be any 3 of those guys. Hell, it could be Jersey Newton here too. Jersey on Newton could be here too. Like, some reason my man Howie has an affiliation. He has an affection. He has a compulsion, a damn obsession with defensive tackles, man. And I mean, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams. I mean, the dude, he's picked out some really good defensive tackles. Fletcher Cox just retired. Justin Kelsey. See, even though they should probably take a corner to get rid of Bradbury, you could take Graham Barton here. You could take Guy in here too. I mean, honestly, they can go guard, center, or they can go tackle. Because at the end of the day, you need to protect Jalen Hurts, right? Like, that's the truth. Jalen Hurts had an ankle injury last year that really kind of became really debilitating throughout the year, where you saw that it really impacted his ability to really play the game he likes to play, where not having to be pigeonholed as a runner or as a passer, but being able to play kind of free and flowing with the way he kind of goes with whatever the defense gives him. So, getting someone that's going to help, again, protect your franchise is not a bad idea. Let's see. Who they get? Let me tell y'all. I won't tell y'all, but I'll tell y'all. Let's see. Boom. All right. Well, that's expected. All right. Well, I'll see the pick here in a second. Truth be told, this guy that they drafted, I'll wait till the pick comes through, but was one of my favorite players coming out. Dane Booger had, I hope I didn't mess up his last name. He had articles on him just being a size speed freak. I mean, for a person, for his height, his weight, to do what he was doing in a weight room, for doing what he was doing on the field from a speed perspective, just absolutely insane. And, he was somebody that was being mocked, probably top 15 pick. And here we go again. You're getting a guy. I mean, it's funny to see because you had 6 quarterbacks go in the top 15 picks. Shit, in the damn top 12 picks. Because you had 6 quarterbacks. You had 6 players who would have probably went in those positions fall down. Because no one expected Atlanta to take a quarterback. Denver was like a 50-50 kind of thing. Minnesota was almost a guarantee. Basically everybody else is a guarantee for quarterbacks, except really thinking about it, Denver and Atlanta was. I don't think that was the farthest thought from everybody's brain. So, truth be told, just real quick, my friend here, Jimmy George, is talking about me giving. You gotta give credit where credit's due, man. And the truth matter is that Howie Roseman has found a way to manipulate not only the draft but the cap and also free agency to get great talent. Unfortunately, it hasn't resulted into a ring yet for them. But you know what? They're a contender now. And he has gotten 1 ring. There's no denying that. And they almost got a 2nd ring. So, all right, Eagles are up. My man over here taking a sweet-ass time to walk up. And here we go. This dude going to talk about some Brazil shit. Dog, we don't care, man. Let's just go, dog. Let's go, man. Come on, dog. You just fucking around over here. Shit. All right, well, my man already let the cat out the bag. Here we go. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you all the pick because he over here talking about damn Brazil, dog. And I get it. I understand you got to talk about it. But, dude, like, it's just, we don't care, man. Everyone knows that we're playing in Brazil. The Eagles are playing the Packers in Brazil, dog. Fucking great. It's on Peacock. You make it and go get extra subscriptions for streaming. Wonderful. That's awesome, dog. No one cares. All right. So it's going to be. Oh, fuck off. Come on. Here we go. Okay, fine. All right. We got someone. All right. Who's this? Jordan Mailata? Okay, fine. We'll let him say it. All right. We show respect. Show respect to the Australian rugby player, right? Come on now. Quinion Mitchell, Toledo, cornerback. So Quinion Mitchell was a cornerback one in this draft. Reason why we say that is because he ran a 4.39. He's probably maybe 5'10", 6 foot, 195 pounds. 4.33. He bench presses 225 like 23 times. He squats 500, 600 pounds. When he was training for the combine, he was running the low 4.2s. He is an absolute physical specimen. With all that being said, he went through the Senior Bowl, and he was an absolute shutdown corner. He was one of the few corners up there with Cam Hart, who we were talking about, just really nobody could get a beat on. Like, he just was an amazing corner. He was literally shadowing guys. And he needed that coming from Toledo, where, again, a school like Toledo, which is not really known for producing a lot of football players, got this dude to come out and, dude, like, he just came out there, played the Senior Bowl, and he literally was shutting down everybody. He was just unmatched. And honestly, for the Eagles to get this guy at pick 22 is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm really really happy for the Eagles. You know, they're NFC division rivals. We're playing them week 1. We'll probably smack them, so I'm not really worrying about that. But the truth matters that he's a hell of a football player. He's a great replacement for James Bradbury. And the reason why they're all clapping right now and smacking Howie on the ass is because they know that they were scared they weren't going to get their guy, and they thought they had to work up the draft to get him. And instead, he fell right into their laps, and they were able to keep all their picks. So I'm happy for him, a kid from Toledo, being able to – I think he's from Toledo, actually. He's from Ohio, I believe. But for him to come in here to do this, to get picked in the first round, 22nd overall, one of Dane Brugger's beast players. And so, hey, man, I'm happy for him. I was kind of hoping Green Bay would get him, but you know what? The dream is still alive for Cooper DeJean. So let's see what happens here. The truth is, though, oh, man, Jacksonville, Dallas, then Green Bay. Guys, we're almost here, baby. We're almost here, man. It has been 2 hours and 50 minutes of NFL draft glory. I know all of us are up. I know the truth is like we've been waiting for this day for the last 4 months, almost 5 months. And, man, it's here. And I'm kind of tired, but I'm kind of hyped too. Because I'm kind of, the adrenaline's rushing because truth is Green Bay will pick hopefully at 25. And after they pick at 25, who knows? They may trade back in again at 27 or 28. You know, they might try to figure out a way to come back into the draft and get somebody else. Don't forget, in 2009, Packers picked up B.J. Raji. They traded back into the first round and got Clay Matthews. If you look at the way we drafted in 2018, no, that's not right. Not 2018. Sorry. In 2022, we went up and got Quay Walker. Then we also picked up Devontae Wyatt. It's very similar to the B.J. Raji and Clay Matthews kind of thing, right? I always look at like trends. I always look at like historical trends to see if there's any kind of like repeats of history, right? So who knows? You know, the year that we won the Super Bowl, we picked up Brian Bulaga out of Iowa as our right tackle for the future. So who knows? We may pick up a tackle for the future and make that happen. We may get Cooper DeJean. Jacksonville's already picking, so let's see if I can get a beat on what's going on there. Hopefully our dreams aren't shattered. Wow. Oh, good goobity goo. All right, guys. Y'all going to be surprised about this shit. That's all I got to say. Good goobity goo. All right, so Jacksonville. What kills me about Jacksonville, defensively, they're going to be solid, man. I mean, they went ahead and got Eric Armstead. They have Josh Allen. They have Trayvon Walker, who I love but hasn't really done anything. And offensively, Trevor Lawrence, first overall pick, hasn't been great, hasn't been bad, has been mediocre at the most, right? A lot of it has to do with injuries, offensive line, things like that. But, all quarterbacks go through that shit. Look at Shot Khan. His son and neck brace. Someone must have fucked his ass up at damn AEW or some shit. Good, pretty good. Look at these dudes. That dude got a damn glorious mustache. I give him that. Someone banged up his little son, though. That's funny as shit. The boy got a neck brace and everything. But I digress. So, Jacksonville, they lost Calvin Ridley. They still have Zay Jones. They still have Christian Kirk. They still have Evan Ingram. Can't forget about Travis Etienne. They have a really good offense. I know that you'll see the picture in a second. I thought they were going to go offensive line. And unfortunately, they didn't. But in a way, it's fortunate because you'll see. Brian Thomas Jr., LSU, wide receiver. So I did not expect him to go receiver. Like I threw it out there, but as a replacement for Calvin Ridley. But man, I just thought they had needs elsewhere. I really did. Holy crap, though. You are definitely making sure that Mr. Trevor Lawrence has all the weapons he needs to elevate his game. So, damn. You talk about getting probably a marquee receiver, a first-round talent. I think this is where a lot of people expected him to go. And, man, him and Malik Neighbors at LSU were literally unstoppable. I mean, that's just truth. I mean, they are a product of Jaden Daniels, and Jaden Daniels is a product of him. And you know me, I love my LSU guys, so I'm really happy. I'm hype. I'm happy for him. And to be honest with you, I think you're gonna really see. Hopefully, maybe Jacksonville will take that next step now because you know what, you're adding another young playmaker talent to that offense. You're kind of running out of excuses for Trevor Lawrence at this point, So, all right, we're gonna see here. We're gonna see here what's gonna happen. All right, so Dallas is on the clock. All right, guys. All right. Let's see. I told you guys, if you look at his highlights, the boy ain't no joke, man. He is no damn joke. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, Brian Thomas Jr., bud. Let's go. I am. Let's see. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 second. All right, let's see. Come on now. It's the pick in. I'm watching a clip of I guess y'all, if y'all remember when when these football what was his name? Isaiah Wynn got drafted by the Tennessee Titans, and his girl was all over him, and his mom was blocking the girl out. The same shit happened with Olu Fasalu out of Penn State. He was hype, and his girl kept trying to get on him, and his mom was like, nah, back off. This is our moment. It's funny, man. I love it. I really love it. That's crazy shit, though. Let's see, guys. Let's see if that pick. Nope, not yet. That's what Dallas is trying to do. Let's see. All right. Hey, Peter, you ain't lying though. You aren't lying, man. If it happens, baby. I'm just saying, it could work. It could work. Honestly, this is exactly where we will see Graham Barton go. They need interior line. They lost Frederick Travis. They've lost nothing but interior. They lost almost all of their offensive line. At one point, Dallas had probably one of the best offensive lines in the league, and they have literally taken a major step back since then. And losing Tyrion Smith, honestly, Leo Collins, all these guys that they've had that just been gone and really haven't really had proper replacements. This is an opportunity now to get some guys. I mean, they have an opportunity to really grab a person like Graham Barton who can play any position on the offensive line, and you can whoever you take, you're going to really be able to find. Or as my boy says here, you know what, they could do that. Tyler Guyton, shore up the right tackle because you're going to put Tyler Smith at left tackle. I can see it. End of the day, you could probably get interior guys to the end of the draft, in the middle of the draft. But getting someone that can bookend on the other side, shoring up the tackles, this should be priority number one when it comes to Dak Prescott, right? Graham Barton is the man, though, man. I'm sorry, I'm surprised he's still there. Oh man, Tyler Baez. That's what I was talking about. Tyler Baez is the guy they lost. The other guy retired. They've lost a lot of pieces, man. All right, now. Stephen Jones taking till the damn last minute to make this fucking pick. All right, dude. Come on now. Give me 1 second, folks. Oh, shit. Fuck off, Detroit. All right, so, guys. Detroit traded with Dallas. And wow. Fucking bitches. You little bitches. Okay. All right. Brad Holmes always said that he had an affinity for a certain type of position and that he loves these players and he feels that he really can draft them well. And yeah, this is a good pick. Wait, what did they give up? Oh, they gave a third. Okay, so they moved up to move up. They give up their third round pick. I got you. Okay. Shit. Fuck off, Detroit. I told you, man. Brad Holmes and John Dorsey being there is the worst thing for us in Green Bay, just primarily because very, very great talent evaluators. They just know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, just to kill suspense, no, they did not take Cooper. I'll tell you that. They did not take Cooper. If they took Cooper, I would have been in a lot more pain than I am in right now. But, yeah, let's just say no. They took defense. I'll tell you that. They took defense. And that's annoying to me. I was kind of fucking sluts. All right, guys. All right, you're going to see it here in a second. When you see it, you're going to know what I mean. Then I'll explain my reasoning. What the fuck? Oh, Boy, I thought I was watching them Third Body Problem for a second. Like, these motherfuckers got the stars talking to us and shit. What the hell? It got me messed up for a second. Good. All right, so Detroit Lions are going to be a thorn in our side for years to come. Having a legit GM and front office know what the hell they're doing. Having Mr. Bite his kneecaps, who actually knows how to coach. He's actually a really smart dude. That's been proven over and over again, minus his theatrics when it comes to going for a fourth down and doing some stupid things that I just think is an aggressive mentality more so about intelligence. And the truth is, you know what? Like, this is why Brad Holmes is why he is who he is. This is why John Dorsey is who he is. When you see Daniel Jeremiah's best available, and you see who Detroit, they picked up Carlton Davis, who, Amik Robertson, two guys that have given Green Bay Packers trouble over their career. Carlton Davis when he was with the Buccaneers, and Amik Robertson just recently when he was with the Raiders. So you got Mr. Goodell walking in with a group of folks, little young folks up in here. I guess so. These are probably some high school athletes, I'm assuming. Football community. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, good deal. All right, I'm just waiting for this shit to hurry up so we can talk about it. Nah, FSO, nah, SFO. Nah, man. No. It's not Adrian Cooper, man. It's not him, dog. Or Jalen Ford. You'll see it. You'll hear it in 1 second, man. Give me 1 second, dog. I got you. It's ridiculous, but it's a good pick by them, man. With everything that's kind of been going on with them in off season, it's a smart pick. Here you go. You probably knew. Terrion Arnold, Alabama cornerback. So the only reason why Detroit moved ahead of us because they probably knew that we were going to go for him. That is the only fucking reason. The absolutely only reason why they did it. Because it just didn't make any sense otherwise. And so they lost Cam Sutton to the domestic violence stuff. They haven't really had good corners, even though Brad Holmes kind of praises himself on being a good evaluator of cornerbacks. He says he loves cornerbacks, right? Well, he's proven it. He went and got Brian Branch last year in the second round. He got Terrion Arnold this year in the first round. He has revolutionized that secondary. So, you know what? It sucks, but all right, guys, I saw our pick, and I'm not happy, so it is what it is. But y'all will see it when it comes up, so I'm not gonna say anything. So yeah. Oh Lord. It makes sense, but I'm just not just not understanding it sometimes, man. It just don't make no damn sense, dog. It just Again, I'm gonna tell you this way, guys. I'm not happy about the pick, but I'll be honest with you. Every time I've not been happy about a pick, it's always worked out. So this is actually probably a good thing. So yeah, it just kind of and so basically, yeah, I'm not the guy that I thought they would jump on. Maybe they'll trade back into the first round and get the guy that we all wanted. But damn, man, this is a pick. So this pick that's coming up for Green Bay is a pick that Andy Herman and other people have said. And the truth is that they have mentioned on multiple occasions that this guy does fit the criteria and thresholds that Green Bay looks for. I just didn't think that he was worthy of a first-round pick personally. That's my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, like obviously Guy knows better than I do. I would have invested in defense. I would have invested in interior line. I would have invested on defensive line. I would have done any of those things. But let's be real. When the pick comes up, I'll say something else as well too, and it kind of plays into some other latest news that's been dropped here and there. All right, give me 1 second, folks.
These fans gonna be crazy, man. The Lions have announced themselves as Super Bowl contenders. What are you going to help this franchise get there? You already said it. I'm gonna have a Super Bowl. It's amazing, man. We're gonna go crazy. I can keep going crazy for you, man. Congratulations. With all due respect to all the other kids in that green room.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, Peter. I already know, man. I already know. That's why. I already know, baby. I already know, man. I already know, man. Smoke him if you got him. Crack him if you got him, man. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Honestly, I'll put it this way: if the Lions didn't trade up and do what they did, and if Jerry Jones' bitch ass didn't make that trade, I think Tyrion Arnold would have been a Green Bay Packer. 100% would have been a Green Bay fucking Packer. Wow. Jalen Johnson is the comp too. Fucking A, man. Yeah, he's Tyrion's he's the man, dude. Tyrion is. There's a reason why, there's a reason why he was a starting cornerback at Alabama, and just he's a really, really, really good football player. You know what I'm saying? And like like I said, I think that's I'm happy for Detroit to a degree. I'm happy for Tyrion Arnold, but man, I guarantee you Green Bay is probably going to go for him. That's the reason why they traded up and did what they did. And damn, dude. Dallas is a good trade with us after we smoked their asses so many freaking times, dog. That just wasn't going to happen. And I mean, yeah. End of the day, guys, what it comes down to it is, I'm going to wait till a pick comes in and we'll talk about it. Damn, why you gotta show a playoff record like that? That's fucking unnecessary. Fuck off. NFL Network, damn. You ain't gotta show all that. 8, 10, damn. Let them know. Let them know. Struggles versus power. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's bad. Like when you get a first round pick and they show a negative as one of the three things. Like that's all I gotta say. Like, I mean, like everybody else is like, oh, we're gonna show a comp for the third one. We're gonna show another positive for the third one. No, we get a negative. Like I'm just saying, dog. That's not what you want. That's just not what you want, dude. That's it. And I'm just saying, truth be told, like Jordan Morgan at that pick, it was a pick that Andy Herman had called many, many times over the last couple months. And like Graham Barton was still there. I don't understand why you take Jordan when you have opportunity to take Graham Barton, as well as Cooper DeJean was still there. I mean, hell, Cooley McKinstry was still there. That was just so much, man. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, damn. Just not what I was expecting. Just not what I was expecting at all. And yeah, let's see who Tampa Bay got. Yep, and Gary it is, yeah. Yeah, could they do that with the Bears? Yeah, they could. Yeah. All right, so hold on 1 second, folks. Hold on 1 second, folks. Yeah, 1 second. All right, my bad, folks. My bad, folks. Yeah. Oh shit, here we go. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me one. Hmm. Let's just say we getting blasted all over Twitter by these folks, man. Detroit Lions fans having their fucking fun right now. I'll tell you that. So basically, if you guys want to get a lot of information when it comes to Green Bay Packer players and how these draft prospects will kind of like how they will fit into Green Bay and stuff like that, follow Brandon Rupp. Brandon Rupp's amazing, and yeah. So when you look, that's too funny. When you're looking at what a lot of people are saying, that he probably would go into guard. All right. So what I was going to say was like the biggest argument. The biggest argument I was going to have was that you draft a tackle, then you're going to move Tom inside, right? You're going to move him to center. But the truth is, if you have a starting right tackle, more than likely you're not going to do that, right? And so, with that being said, you get Jordan Morgan. They say they more than likely he'll kick inside to guard, and that's fine. But pick for value, I just feel like you could have probably went. You could have went Graham Barton. You could have went Cooper DeJean. That's just my personal opinion, right? Obviously, Goody's been doing this hell of a longer than I have, and he's struck a goal more than he is not. So I'm going to take his word for it. But what scares me about that pick was that I think they panicked when Tyrion went out. When Tyrion got picked ahead of them, they panicked. And they're like, fuck it, we're going to go with Morgan. And you know what, though? In Goody's defense, he does stick true to his board, right? And I just don't know. Like, obviously, none of us know what the board looks like, right? So we're just going to take wild guesses at it. But, Jordan Morgan is the kind of guy that did fall basically right in the thresholds for Green Bay when they look for offensive linemen. And And so, I mean, what the truth is that this is my biggest argument right here, is that Graham Barton has proven he played at Duke. He's played multiple snaps at every single position on the offensive line. He doesn't have any injury concerns, and better workout. So unless he has something fucked up in his head, which I seriously doubt, he would have been the better pick. And guess what? You're going to see Tampa's pick here in a second. And, maybe Green Bay trades back in the first round. I don't think they do. And like Buffalo has a need at corner. Dallas didn't get a guy, and I can see them maybe going Guyton maybe. Honestly, the remaining teams, any one of them can get Cooper DeJean at this point, honestly. I'm a big Cooper DeJean guy, man. I wanted Cooper DeJean in Green Bay like you wouldn't believe, but I wanted Graham Barton too. And, us passing on Graham Barton for Jordan Morgan just doesn't feel right to me. I'm sorry. Like, I was kind of hoping somebody would have came up and got that dude. I think for all of us, the truth of the matter is like you do, end of the day, you protect your franchise. You protect your quarterback, and you do whatever you can to make that happen. With that being said, Jordan Morgan is that pick for that reason, right? If you remember in the Niners game when Zach Tom got hurt on right tackle, you had Josh Nijman on right tackle. Offense just kind of fell apart, I felt like. It just didn't feel the same as it did in the beginning of the game. And with him being banged up and out, they just weren't the same. And maybe Goody saw that, and he's like, you know what, I got to fix that. So, yeah. So, Graham Barton, he is the replacement for – who's that motherfucker that I can't stand? Oh, gosh. He's a former center for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But basically, Tampa Bay's offensive line has been kind of eviscerated. Tristan Wirfs is probably the only one that's out there that's been worth a damn. Grabbing Graham Barton here was a smart move because it allows them to solidify the center position. Honestly, Graham can play anywhere on the line, but you play him at center, and you literally got you have a 15-year center there basically. And Baker Mayfield is not going to be complaining one damn bit having that dude. He's a very smart player. He's a very strong player. And as you can see here, he's a very multi-athlete player. So you played lacrosse. I was like, being his size, playing lacrosse sounds very scary. So, yeah. I think that's a great pick for Tampa Bay. And Arizona's picking. No trades. Arizona's picking. And can't wait to see. Let's see what Arizona gets. Does Arizona go Cooper DeJean here? Let's see it. Let's see.
If he goes to the NFL, he can get you out of the game at left tackle. He can be a really good guard, but ultimately, him at center with that brain and movement is the right position for him. He was projected that way. That's how he was picked. So you remember how the draft.
Jordan Morgan was Daniel Jeremiah's 47th pick player when it comes to his top 50 board. Take that for what you think it is. There he is. All right. Darius Robinson, edge, Missouri, another beast of a football player. Beast of a football player. He is a beast of a football player, man. He was one of the highlight players on the Missouri defense. Him and Enos Rakeshaw, beast players. And, honestly, having a guy like him on a Jonathan Gannon defense is going to be good for them. He normally doesn't blitz very much. He kind of like depends on the pass rush to do the job for him. So it'll be interesting to see him go into his defense, and he'll have an opportunity to kind of take his time and kind of come up the slow way. He doesn't have to start right away if he doesn't need to, and he'll be fine, man. First round pick. You know what? Happy for him. He's expected to go in the first round around this period. I mean, he was a person that Detroit and Green Bay were looking at as well too, so not too surprised about that. I'm trying to see now. So Buffalo could actually go Cooper DeJean here, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. All right, so FYI, guys, The Buffalo Bills have traded the 28th pick. So, FYI, I don't know who's on the clock, but it is definitely not Buffalo. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. So, yeah, you looking at the highlights of Darius Robinson, he ain't no freaking joke, man. He's been doing the damn thing. Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. So, FYI, the Chiefs have traded with the Bills to go to pick 28. Holy shit. All right. Let's see what they gave up. So I'm trying to see who the Chiefs got eyes on. Chiefs are up on the clock. I'm surprised that they traded with them like that. That's kind of crazy. I guess there's no enemies in the draft rooms. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Green Bay traded with Minnesota. You get Christian Watson, right? So. All right, come on now, let's do it. You think so, Pete? Maybe now. Pete, you might be on something, baby. You might be on something.
Great job tonight, Kaylee. Thanks very much. She's done her last interview on the stage because there are no prospects left in the green room. The Chiefs are showing you their celebration in the draft room. They just traded up.
All right, let's see it. I kind of see one. I want to see. I mean, think about it like this: Kansas City could go Dijon Cooper too, because Cooper Dijon. Because if you think about it, shit, they lost freaking Ladarius Sneed, right? So.
Also, don't slack on your game day fits. Got anything in khaki? Finally, don't just buy any new car. Get something that lasts, but also stands out. This is nice.
Toyota. All right, see you, bro. Let's go places.
Let's see.
We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers.
I mean, all right, let's just say this. It seems like the general consensus that the pick is that Packers got an A+ for Jordan Morgan. So, hey, man. It's not a sexy pick. I'll put it that way. But it's a necessary pick. I mean, that's where it comes on. So, all right. So, like I said, history repeats itself, right? You know, in 2009, we drafted B.J. Raji. We drafted Clay Matthews. In 2022, we drafted Quay, Devontae Wyatt, right? Following year, in 2010, we drafted Brian Bulaga. Obviously, in 2023, we drafted Lucas Van Ness. Following year, now we draft a tackle, right? So maybe he's our tackle of the future. Maybe he's our guard of the future. Who knows? But yeah, wow. Not exactly one for one when it comes to history repeating itself, but still pretty close. So it's pretty cool. I think I was so hard pressed on Cooper DeJean and the fact that every single mock draft had Cooper DeJean coming to Green Bay, except maybe one or two that had Amarius Mims. And then when I saw a lot of those other players get taken early, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be Cooper DeJean. And then it didn't happen. So maybe I'm a little hurt about that. But the truth of the matter is that, you know what, end of the day, Goody has hit on gold and he has not. So I'm gonna trust his judgment on this. I still think the Lions fucked us when they took Terry and Arnold. I mean, I believe that deep in my heart. Which just shows you that, you know, they are not ones to trifle with when it comes to this anymore, right? So, you know, like, it'll be interesting to see what Green Bay does here. Do they, you know, trade back into the first round? Do you trade back in the first round, or do they, you know? No, it's lying. Oh, there it is. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna let you guys get an idea. Wow. Holy fuck. All right, well, not what I was expecting. Jeez. All right. So Kansas City give up their third round and their seventh round to go up, you know, 4 spots, and also they gained a 7th rounder. And let's just say that the Kansas City Chiefs on offense just got a little bit better. And yeah, this is the reason why the Chiefs just stay in contention the way they are, because they just find a way to keep giving homeboy weapons. And I love it, man. Patrick Mahomes is the truth, man. I mean, if, you know, Aaron Rodgers is kind of going off into the sunset, then I really do feel like, you know, Patrick Mahomes is going to take that mantle and run with it, you know. And as long as he gets – and I'm at this point, if Jordan Love doesn't get the rings, then I want Mahomes to get them. That way, then, you know, we can stop talking about Brady. So if Jordan Love gets like 2-3 rings, I'm happy. Hell, he gets 1 ring, I'll be happy. But man, if he doesn't, let Pat Mahomes get the rest of them. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but truth matter, you know, if he gets 7-8 rings, we can stop talking about Brady being the GOAT. And then, you know what, Brady might come out of retirement like 55 years old and try to get another one, knowing his ass. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, Pete, I agree with you, bro. I think this feels like a move where they, you know how when it comes to versatility, when it came to Goody, right? This is what that feels like. It's like, all right, we want a guy who can play inside or outside. So Jordan Morgan plays outside, but something that Perry Goldstein and Maggie Loney have been saying on their podcast, Pack What She Said, they like to have their tackles fail into the guard position, right? I could definitely 100% see that, you know? And I 100% feel that's where they're going with this, is where, like, all right, we're gonna put him at tackle. If it doesn't work, then guess what? We'll put him at guard, and we're still secure there either way. You know, you still got Sheet on the left side. More like you have Tom on the right side, and then you have Elton in the middle. You have Elton at left. You have Morgan at right guard. You guys, I know I don't like Josh Myers, but Josh Myers at center. And you call it a day. All right. Someone made a comment here. That's not what I was saying. The mantle, obviously, when it comes to the most gifted thrower of the football, it is Rodgers. But when it comes to the most accomplished, it is Brady. But I'm saying eventually, if Mahomes keeps on this trajectory, he'll surpass Brady. Here we go. Back-to-back Super Bowl champions. You ain't got to say all that, dog. Xavier Worthy, Texas, wide receiver, broke the record for the 40, 4.2140. 165 pounds, doesn't play like it. Welcome back, Bernie. Real quick, let me get this off my chest. Giving Xavier Worthy to the Kansas City Chiefs is the craziest thing in the world to me. Like, you're literally like giving the rich kid more money, basically. That's all you're doing. Like, he's just getting another toy to play with, and he literally won a Super Bowl without having like a true number 1 receiver. And now you're giving him possibly someone that could be that. And don't get it mistaken, Xavier Worthy is not like Tutu Atwell. He's more like Tank Dell. He's more like Deshaun Jackson. He's the kind of dude at 5'11", 165 pounds. He could take a hit. He can keep going. He's not like kind of guy that, the wind blows and he flies away. Dude's a legit football player, played in the SEC. He's no freaking joke. And damn it, man. And then I forgot they got Hollywood Brown too. Good goobity goo, man. I'm telling you, man. The damn Chiefs just keep getting richer, man. It's ridiculous shit, man. Hey, more power to them. It just gives us more of a challenge. Bernie, you're back, baby. What you think, man? What you think about first round pick?
He might have been there for us with our second round pick, but to me, it's like we clearly knew who we wanted and we were just gonna go get him. That's what it kind of felt like. That's kind of Goody's way, right? It's like
Yeah.
he doesn't care if it's a guy that's round 1 or 2 or 2 or 3. He might take him around early just because that's the guy that we really want. For a second there, I thought Terrion Arnold was going to fall into our lap, and then the freaking Lions jump up and snag him right in our faces. And I was like, oh, dude, are you kidding me right now?
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how it played out. But, yeah, it's true. Morgan needs a lot of work, but he's the most Packers pick ever. Packers have the best chance of fixing this guy's weaknesses. He's going to move to the inside. He's going to be a guard. Zach Tom, is eventually going to be the center.
I think so. I want him to be the center. I really do.
And so we'll see what happens here. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But I'm at the same time, I'm cool with it. Why
Yeah.
pick a guy you have to fix when you can pick a guy that wasn't broken and is better?
I agree. He's talking about Graham Barton. He's like, why grab that guy when you had an opportunity to get Graham? Because Graham played. He did all that, and he didn't have any of the injury concerns that Jordan Morgan did. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right. Like,
I thought Graham Barton was the pick there.
Me too. I've been hyping if it was Graham. Yeah, like he's not a sexy pick, but I would have ran with it.
Yeah.
Right, who these bitch asses get?
I'm not mad about it though. It's as long as he develops. We saw him with the first round, but he's a guy that's he's going to be a backup next year. I was hoping with the first round pick we were going to be picking a guy that would be seeing the field.
Yeah, 100%. Like he's the kind of dude that he's going to get opportunities. He's going to get opportunities to start on the offensive line, right? And if he can't kick it at right, he'll move into guard probably. And Tyler Guyton, another guy that was being mocked to Green Bay, he goes to Dallas. He's another guy who I thought Green Bay would have probably went at there too. But again, I've always said it. I knew that if this happened, I wasn't going to be happy. But it's not a sexy pick by any means. But you have to protect the franchise. You got to do whatever to make sure that Jordan Love is upright, healthy, and doing what he needs to do, right? And it's just one of those things where, like, when you make a pick like this, you're kind of hoping, like, all right, well, maybe you could have got him at 41, right? You could have probably got him at the pick, right? And Peter makes a good point about that, where we could have easily got him later. I don't know if anybody was looking at getting him right now. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think so.
And Green Bay said, "Hey, we want to get our guys. We're going to get our guys. Okay, cool." But man, I don't know. Man. As they said, the great white hype was right there, man. And I'm like, obviously, I'm not going to log off until the draft is done. I'm kind of hoping Green Bay trades back. I mean, they have 2 second-round picks. They can move back up into the first round and get a guy.
Yeah.
They could work with Baltimore. They could actually work with any 3 of these teams and make that happen. Do they though?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that.
But hey, man, if Jordan Morgan's a all-pro guard in 2 years, we're gonna be like, it don't matter.
Exactly right, dude.
He's athletic. He's explosive. So
100%, baby, 100%, man.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna surprise us and start this year, but
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Goody has to say after we get done with all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try maybe like work with you and try let you guys know. We won't be going live tomorrow for the whole show. I don't think I'll have the energy for that. But what we might try to do is maybe do like short little videos of the picks that are occurring, right? And maybe me and Bernie can try to figure something out, try to get online and maybe just, we're gonna talk on Monday anyways, but
Yeah.
but like you try to figure out who we can maybe maybe talk about the pros and cons about what's occurring now, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Morgan, I want to hear what Goody has to say first, get an idea, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Argenis, what's up? I don't know who this is. What's your man?
Yeah. What's up, man? But I was actually coming up just to get my 2 cents in there, and
Go for it, baby.
I like and then I got to get back to the baby. I'm on,
Of course.
I'm baby. Yeah. But I'm not disappointed in the pick. Yeah, there was other guys that might have made a bigger impact right away.
Yeah.
But like who was it? The most Packers pick ever. Whoever said
Yes.
that. Very, very true. Most Packers pick ever.
Yes.
But yeah, with them thinking that most likely Zach Tom's the center of the future, is Graham Barton the guy that you want to take there then? Apparently they feel really confident in their cornerbacks. And just like I kind of was starting to feel like, as much as the Packer Nation was loving Cooper, the Gene, I did not get that vibe from the Packers organization that they were really looking at him. So this is another time will tell. I didn't think they would pick a time will tell pick in the first round. Since the championship window's open, you think you want a guy that can make an impact immediately. But we can still find those guys in the second round, right? We can still find those guys in the third round. We did it with Jaden Reed, we did it with Tucker Kraft, right? We can find guys that are going to make an impact on this team, this year in later rounds.
Exactly. No, that's true though. Like the draft is filled with a lot of talent, and the way the first round went, I mean, it definitely went the way we wanted it to, and like a lot of the players that kind of fell in the draft helped us out. And honestly, Nate Wiggins going to Baltimore is another team with just more riches. Like, no joke.
Oh,
like,
gosh, yeah.
He's a hell of a football player. He doesn't meet Green Bay's thresholds when it comes to weight. But man, it doesn't matter for Baltimore, man. Baltimore they could take these guys and make them into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just has a motor, and he just doesn't give up on anything, man. He's an amazing football player. Yeah. I mean, I thought Green Bay would have grabbed him too, but maybe the thing that got me was like when you looked at it, we lost a lot of talent on the offensive line. Bakatare, we lost. My man John Runyon. Hopefully this move will allow us to cut Royce Newman for once and for all.
Absolutely.
Need him off my fucking team. But I just thought Graham Barton would be the move. And I know what True's trying to say. True's trying to say he's a center, but the truth is Barton. True, that's not technically true. He's a center. He is a center coming into the draft, but if you looked at his snaps, he played almost everywhere, not just center. Like, he played every single position on the offensive line, hence versatility. So that's the reason why, getting a guy like Bo Loomer out of Arkansas, that's a true center, right? Getting Zach Frazier out of West Virginia, that's a true. That is a guy. Those are two guys that literally only play one position. Jackson Powers, wasn't my man? Jackson Powers Johnson. Same thing, center out of Oregon. Those are guys that you would kind of say, okay, they're pigeonholed into a position. Graham Barton, definitely not that way. He's played all over the line. So I was kind of hoping Green Bay would go that way, but I guess not. And now the Niners are on the clock. I'm not happy about that.
But hey, Amar, I got a split. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, man. And, you good, baby.
Good to see everyone commenting here, and we'll figure out something for these next rounds. Otherwise, for sure, Monday we'll be digging deep into the entire draft class.
Hell yeah, man! Let's do it. I'm down, baby.
All right, peace out.
All right, bro. Take care, man. All right, guys. Yeah, so Nate Wiggins going to Baltimore. You know what? Like, you know, they got Marlon Humphreys there. Their defense is already pretty freaking good. And adding him there, it helps out in two ways because he's a very talented player. He comes from Clemson. He comes from a good program. He's a proven corner. He played boundary. You could basically probably put him anywhere in the secondary. And he doesn't need to start right away. He has opportunity to kind of develop into the position. He can maybe gain a little bit of weight. I know that at the combine, he was at 173. He was dealing with the stomach flu. And then also his hip flexor went out when he ran the 40. And then as pro day, he was up to 183. So I want to say maybe his, you know, I don't know what his playing weight's going to be. You're probably looking at probably 180 to 185, I want to say. But truth is, like when it comes to Baltimore's defense, they find a way to make anything work. You know, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do there. Let's see what the Niners do, man. What I've been noticing is when these picks go this far down, normally the guys are trying to make a trade. That's not an exact science, but it just seems like that, you know, maybe something's occurring here. We don't know yet, but let me see if I can fill you guys in. The amount of memes that are coming out for the Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins is hilarious. And if that is true, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Yeah, well, let's just say this, guys. We're not going to be happy about where a certain player just went. Let's see. Yeah, Lions fan was trolling a Packers fan at the draft for us getting Jordan Morgan. So let's just hope that Mr. Morgan, you know, pans out so we can take that meme and redistribute it back to them when it comes time. All right, Jordan Morgan just told the media he's studied David Bakhtiari's play style for a long time, looks up to him. And now Morgan is not the latest left, they're saying he's going to play left tackle for Green Bay. I'm going to wait and see about that. Let's see, guys. Let's see. All right, Niners. Let's just put it this way. They may or may not have had a replacement for Mr. Ayuk in this pick. Let's see what we got. When the Niners pick drops, I'll tell you how I feel about this joint. But it's actually a really fucking good pick for the Niners. And I hate it because it's the freaking Niners. But it's a good pick for them, man. All right, man. Soder, you're making me a believer, baby. Niners pick Ricky Pearsall, Florida, wide receiver. Ricky Pearsall is probably this year's Cooper Kupp, man. He's just an amazing football player, man. Amazing route running. He has vice grip for hands. He has played at Florida, played in the SEC, played against marquee talent. He has a former Wisconsin quarterback throwing him the ball. He has literally grab catches with one hand, got freaking like demolished by hits, and comes out like nothing touched him. So the truth be told, he is probably the best and worst thing the Niners can get because he is such a fluid player. He's probably a really smart player too. And so, like, man, like Niners gain another weapon for their offense is not what you want, right? And so it just matters now. There was talk about Debo and Ayuk being dangled for trades. I don't really understand the Debo thing because Debo just got a contract extension. So, like, I don't know if they would take on that much money, but like that kind of like cap hit. But truth be told, you know what? If you're trying to make a trade, you're going to do what you got to do to get up there. Ricky Pearsall going there is probably like the best thing for him and for the Niners because he can do everything. It's sick. Holy crap. All right. The Carolina Panthers have traded with the Buffalo Bills to get back into the first round and get a pick. They probably going to do Xavier Legette is my thought. And Buffalo traded out of the first round. So to all my Buffalo fans, I'm sorry. That sucks for you. I didn't give up that much. They gave the second round pick and a fifth round pick to go up that. And then they gave up a sixth. Okay, that's not that bad. So basically, Carolina got the 32nd overall pick and the sixth round pick for this year. And Buffalo got second round pick and they got a fifth round pick. So it's not bad. It's actually a pretty good trade. Kind of wish Green Bay made that trade, got back into the first round and grabbed Cooper DeJean. Hey, man, look, all I got to say is unless Carolina takes Cooper DeJean, which I seriously doubt they will do this, truth be told, I definitely think that pick's in already. Let's see. If I lost train of thought, man. My bad. I lost my train of thought, man. Oh, we got. He is nice. He is very nice. For the Niners, he's not what I want, but hey, man, happy for him. All right, so Carolina needed to get back into the first round, probably get somebody to have a fifth-year option. They need a lot of work. Their team defensively is not that bad. Offensively is terrible. They do need another weapon to have opposite Jonathan Mingo. They need to work on the offensive line. Running back situation is not too bad. I don't really see anybody going first round running back wise. They did get Deontay Johnson as a receiver, but still, even Deontay Johnson and having Jonathan Mingo is great. But having probably another talent there. There was talk about bringing Lagares. What the hell is his name? Guys, help me out. Kid out of South Carolina. But LeGarrette would be good there. I mean, he would be nice, but I don't know, man. I gotta wait and see. I want to see who they pick because, Carolina moving up. I feel bad for the Buffalo Bills fans. I thought they were going to get a receiver and everything. They ain't got nothing, man. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. But they acquired a lot of picks, so they have an opportunity to grab a lot of guys. Let's see. Yep. All right. Boom. All right. Yeah. I mean, truth be told, at the end of the day, you protect your franchise. I must have said that like 17 times during this damn live, man. But you got to protect the franchise. You have to. We win against the Niners if we have a better person playing right tackle. And let me preface that I love Josh Nijman. I thought Josh Nijman should have been starting in the 2021 playoff game over Billy Turner and over fucking Dennis Kelly. Was it Dennis Kelly? I think it was Dennis Kelly. So I'm not a Josh Nijman hater by any means, but for whatever reason in that game, he just couldn't get it done. And if we had somebody else playing at right tackle, I think that Jordan would have had a little bit better time in being able to just play more within rhythm, right? And maybe this is that pick. Maybe this is what's allowing us to do that. Yeah, honestly, like I agree with that too. I 100% agree with that. Like you anybody, that I was saying, like, Maggie and Perry were saying that where, a lot of times Green Bay wants their tackles to fail into the guard position. Truth be told, we don't have a guard right now on the right side. We have Walker, we have Elton, we have Myers, then we have maybe Sean Ryan, but Sean Ryan was inconsistent. Okay, then you got Zach Tom on the right. All right, guys. Xavier Legette, wide receiver out of South Carolina. So Dave Canales, head coach for the Carolina Panthers, had said that he had told that Xavier that he was going to draft him. He also said that he told that to 50 other players. Well, let's just say they made good on their promise. And Xavier Legette, homegrown kid, coming back to Carolina, really not leaving anywhere. He is a monster. He is this year's AJ Brown. There's no denying it. He's 6'1". He's 221 pounds. He's a little bit taller than him, but he's also a little bit bigger too. Runs a 4.39. I think he led the league. Look, AJ Brown upside, and it's very true. He led the college football in missed tackles and broken tackles. He's no joke, man. And you're giving Bryce Young every weapon you need to be able to be successful in the NFL. I think that's amazing. So, you know what? Like, I think that's going to be a great pick for Carolina. I think bringing him home, allowing him to kind of stay home and do that thing is pretty cool. I would have went offensive line here. Would have went Kingsley Suminata. There's a few other guys too, but you know what? No, it can't hurt to get your other guy more weapons. And Bryce Young's a good football player. He just needs to be given a little patience. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? But I want to. The draft is finally done. Green Bay will be picking 10th overall. We'll be picking 10th overall in the second round. Then we have our 25th pick in the second round. Then we have Buffalo's. What the hell is it? Buffalo's like 20. I want to say we have Buffalo's like 20th pick. And then we have our own 25th pick in the third round. So we got 4 picks tomorrow. I can't wait. You know what? The Cooper DeJean dream is still alive, guys. It's still alive. You know what? You have Buffalo, New England, Arizona, Washington, Chargers. You have Tennessee, Carolina, Washington, Green Bay ahead of us. So, not Green Bay, but you know what I'm saying. And basically, we have an opportunity to maybe get our guy still and not had to get him in the first round. Nothing wrong with that, right? So, all right, everybody. I hope you guys had a great time with me. And almost 4 hours of doing this. I am on fumes right now. I'm absolutely exhausted. And this was fun, man. This was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys had a great time. And me and Bernie will try to put something out here as picks are going on tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a great time. And on YouTube and on Twitter, if you guys want to leave any comments, please do. You guys know where you can find me. AMAR3455. Basically, on most social media sites. And you guys have a great day. Go Pack. And plan is to maybe have a video come out after we hear what Goody has to say. Because I'm gonna go listen to what he said. He normally gives a soliloquy on his picks after they're done. So you guys have a great night. Go Packers, and let's look forward to see what happens tomorrow. Take care.